and jump into the game. Okay, so I've got that. Put over to the Zoom
Chris,
meeting. Yes.
While I have you, before you start, I want to steal something.
I know you want to steal something. You must be patient. Maybe you can steal our sponsor. Anyway, so, all right. Ladies and gentlemen, hello. I am RC Robbin, and this is episode 9 of Shenanigans D&D. Let's see if I can change that to a solo. There we go. We are 5 idiots from New York or Connecticut playing D&D at a table together for about a year, but then COVID happened, and now we are online. We're live on YouTube right now. Obviously, you knew that before I did, so please hit that subscribe button. We would really appreciate it. It helps our little channel grow. Our continuing sponsor, believe it or not, we have a sponsor, is Savasana's Kiss. Savasana's Kiss, a yoga love story, is a full-length romance novel that is available on Amazon.com. You can find out more information about our sponsor by visiting yogalovestory.com. Again, that is yogalovestory.com. Before we jump into the game, I would love to introduce our cast of characters, the natural ones, starting with whoever is brave. Yes, go right ahead.
Say it in the dwarf. Cleric, 10th level cleric. Big old beard. Ugly face. The next.
Big old beard and ugly face. Who's next?
I'm Pia, navy blue, tiefling, warlock, level 10, black hair, black horns. You know, a lot more handsome than Theoden, I guess.
Who's next?
I am Sirach, the half-elf ranger, 8, warlock 2, even more handsome than Pia.
Oof.
Damn.
Okay, well,
and the most handsome of all is
the gnome.
Yeah, Harry.
The infamous gnome, Baka. Level 8, level 7 rogue, 3 fighter, and I'm a short guy with a mohawk, and I like to steal shit, and apparently mess with my crew.
Yeah.
There we go. There we go.
Everything difficult.
Yeah.
Well, that's the charm of the stream.
Easy life is not worth living.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. This is our 9th episode online. We were playing again, like I said, for almost a year before we started this up. So if you're curious about the ongoing adventure, please, go back to episode 1 and start back there and meet us somewhere in the future at a later date. Okay, it is the year 257, the hot summer months. The party is currently traveling and at camp. It's about 8 o'clock at night. They're resting for the night. They're about a half a day away from what they believe to be one of the 6 dwarven rune caves, the legendary dwarven rune caves. They have explored 2 out of the 6. They believe that the 3rd one is at the location on their map about a half a day's travel away. But before we do that, it is still the evening. They are still at rest, by the campsite. Is there anything that anyone would like to do before you, shack up for the night and continue your journey?
Definitely.
Wait, so we're getting ready for bed.
Basically, it's like 8 o'clock at night. You got a couple more hours to kill. You're there, basically, the 4 of you plus Harry Harrington, the novelist that's keeping you guys company and, making a record of your travels. I want to give you an opportunity to do some camp stuff before you actually get on your horses and continue traveling.
Yeah, I'd like to use Identify on my potions and that green sword I found.
Identify. Okay, so
can you do my potion too?
Perhaps.
Okay.
So Identify is a new spell accumulated by Mr. Baka the gnome. He's starting already. Well, let's start off with what you got.
See if I dimension door you.
Because I got a potion as well.
Well, maybe when you start paying for your rations, you'll get identified.
There we go. There we go. That's the team spirit. So not using your spell slots, you can use Identify as a ritual, meaning that if you spend 10 minutes per item, again, we're at camp, so we don't really have to go crazy with the time. Assuming that each item takes 10 minutes. The first one, what color is the potion that you have?
It's a potion.
What color is it?
Unknown clear potion.
Unknown clear. Okay, so the clear potion, is a potion of water breathing. Okay.
Okay.
You can breathe underwater for an hour after drinking this potion. It's cloudy fluid, smells of the sea, and has jelly-like fish floating through it.
Oh, shit.
So again, that's
That's
what
pretty
those
sick.
tiny little floating things is in that clear fluid. So again, potion of water breathing, right? Mark it down on your map. So I guess if we were going to be technical,
my
it is
map.
like well, not on your map, your character sheet. Sorry, 815. Now you're interested in that sword, correct?
Yeah, I have one more potion. Can I do that first?
Yeah. What's the other color?
It's a vial of purple liquid.
Purple. Purple is. Let's see, where are you? Right there. Purple is a healing potion. It's basically the medium variety. It's 4d4 plus 4.
Okay.
Okay.
Jacob,
And-
you want me to do yours?
That would be great. Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
What color? What color is yours?
It's
This is
violet
red.
blue liquid.
Blue liquid.
I have a potion too.
Do you?
I
great.
do.
Well,
Oh,
that's
you
cool for
have the red one.
I have
Yeah,
the
he's-
green one.
Oh.
green?
Well, we can only do
Maybe
one
there
at a
wasn't
time.
a red one.
I
I
thought
don't
that
think
was
there
cool.
was.
I have a green
I
one.
don't think so. Well, we can only do one item at a time since it takes 10 minutes. It's not like detect magic where you throw everything in a pile and something glows. You got to individually focus on one thing.
They're all magical.
Yeah, they're all magical. So the blue, well, I have the answer to the blue, which after 10 minutes, Baka knows. I guess the most important question is, Baka, do you tell him the truth or do you tell him a lie?
Oh, you.
Damn.
Why do you give
What
him
would
this
you
opportunity?
what would you like to
I'll
tell
the truth.
him?
I'll
You tell- okay, tell him the truth.
Yeah.
So the blue potion is a potion of invisibility.
Oh, I already have one of those myself.
Potion of invisibility. This potion's container looks empty but feels as though it holds liquid. When you drink it, it becomes invisible. For 1 hour, you become visible for 1 hour. Anything you wear or carry is invisible with you. The effect ends if you attack or cast a spell. So it's one of those things that can get you definitely out of an RP situation. It's something that if you don't attack or cast a spell, you can float around the battlefield and no one can find you.
Beautiful.
Okay, beautiful. So that is done. Who is next?
I guess Thaden's potion.
Theoden.
Oh,
Baka,
So,
I'm gonna
yet
flip
ag-
you a copper.
thank you, friend. Thank
Yet,
you.
ag- yet
copper?
again.
What the fuck? I don't want that shit. Get it away.
Here, have a tuppence.
Yeah. Harry runs over, grabs the copper, bites it on his teeth, realizes it's real, and shoves it in his pocket and goes back.
Oh,
in the corner.
all right, all right.
Harry took the
Harry.
copper.
Harry,
I
you
see.
dog.
I see
Ugh.
you.
Waste not, want not, guys. I mean, what? We're just gonna leave it in the sand? That's crazy. It's crazy. So
Okay, Harry.
You could buy another
Okay.
pencil with it.
Oh God.
these are expensive. Okay, so the green potion. Do you tell him the truth or do you fudge a little?
I fudge.
Okay, what would you like to tell him what it is?
What?
It's a potion of healing.
Okay, it's potion of healing. Now, would you like to do an insight check, Theoden?
Yeah.
Okay,
Can
now
I give
do an
Thaden guidance?
Yes, you
No.
can. Yes,
no,
you can.
he doesn't know I'm lying.
Oh, wait, you know what? That's a good point. You know what? That is an
Yeah, but I don't
excellent point.
trust him. Everyone
but
knows
it's
And
that.
still
I,
an-
yeah, nobody knows.
No, that's an excellent point. That's an excellent point. The only way I will allow that is on a secondary roll. What I'd like you to do, Pia, is you also roll on the app an insight check. Because you have to be suspicious that he's lying to you. So what you're gonna do is Pia rolled a 10 plus what's your insight?
Two.
Bonus. So Pia rolled a 12. I need Theoden to roll on the app as well.
Oh, okay.
This is your insight check, so we can add your insight modifier. We use dice most of the time, but when it's player versus player, we use an app because let's face it, player versus player, it could be rife with
What the hell happened to
corruption.
my app?
Theoden rolled a 14 plus.
+7.
You have how do you have a +7 for your insight? That sounds crazy.
Oh,
You
no,
didn't-
no. Yeah, +7.
Really?
Yeah, what's that?
Wow. Is insight one of your proficiencies?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Yeah, it's beautiful. So you rolled
Yeah,
a
yeah.
21 for your
And
ability.
I rolled.
You rolled.
Oh, 47.
Baka, you rolled a.
I had 21.
You both rolled a 21. So that's a tie. Pia, you have no idea. You have no idea he's lying. So there would be no reason why you would have casted, the guidance. But the two of you are at a stalemate. So I need the both of you to roll again on the app.
Fuck.
16 plus 6.
Okay.
22.
You believe, unfortunately, unfortunately, you believe, Theoden, that is a healing potion. So I would suggest that you go in quotes, healing potion, and then keep the word green next to it.
Okay.
But your character, Theoden, genuinely believes that it is a healing potion.
Okay.
God.
Hmm.
This is going to be some
You
fun
asshole.
stuff.
You
Yep, that's me.
Is there anybody else that would like to identify something?
If not, I will do my sword.
Sword. All right. So the sword is, I don't have a card for it, but I have it actually as a screenshot on my phone. So I will bring up the screenshot. Where are you? Library. I'll try not to bring up the bathroom screenshot. Let's see. Where is it? All right. For some reason, I don't have the screenshot on the phone. Well, it's the Astorian sword. Astorian sword. Astorian sword. Does it say where's 5.8? There we go. Okay. And I will read it out. It's a +1 to attack. It is the Astorian, Astorian sword. And it requires attunement. It is +1 bonus to attack and damage. If you make an attack against an aberration, a fiend, or an undead, the attack deals an additional 2d6 radiant damage.
Damn.
That's the Astorian sword.
Fiend, aberration.
Fiend, aberration, undead.
Extra
It does an
two
extra
damage.
2d6 damage, two
Okay.
6-siders, an extra 2 6-siders. That's what the green bladed sword is.
Awesome.
And it's a short sword, correct?
Yep.
Beautiful. Okay. That's anybody else have anything that they need to identify?
I mean, I do have those gems that you gave me, Baka. You want to see what's going
I
on
would
with
like to
those?
train Harry.
Those are just
I will promise I will do that with you.
Okay.
Keep that in mind. Don't let me end camp without you training Harry.
yeah, we can do those.
It's just
Gems.
6 assorted gems. I
All
can't
right.
remember where they came from.
So you have to force to do them one at a time. Do you spend 90 minutes identifying each of his 6
90
gems?
minutes?
90 minutes, yes.
I don't know.
I
Nah,
mean, it's
fuck
not
that.
90 minutes in our time, but let's face it,
Oh, I know.
it would
No,
be
I
kind
know,
of
I know.
a, it
I
would be
got
kind of
better things to do than spend 90 minutes.
All right, no.
like 10
You know what?
minutes per
We'll
gem.
do this. We'll do this later. We'll do it later. We'll do it later.
What?
so while they're having their little brief argument over, I don't have time for this. What would you like to? How exactly would you, Theoden, like to train Harry Harrington? Because Harry is a complete klutz and a complete coward on the battlefield.
Yeah, let me
What do you want
Oh,
to
does
teach
Harry
him?
have the whip?
Oh shit, that
Yeah.
hurt. Oh my god,
Ooh.
that hurt. Oh my god. He literally used the whip and whipped himself.
All right, perfect.
Yeah, he's got the whip.
Beautiful.
So what would you like to train him, Theoden? Or what, just in a ballpark? You don't have to be very specific. Just give me an idea of what you'd like to try and teach him.
how to parry.
How to parry?
Parry.
With what weapon?
With the mace.
With the
my
mace. Okay, no
Yeah.
problem.
Thinking
All right.
I didn't know how to do
The
that.
mace of smite I have.
Definitely not.
Well, let's
Shut up,
say
Jacob.
he gives him
Yeah.
he gives him some rudimentary, perhaps conflicting information about how to parry with a blunt object. But listen, Harry doesn't know what he's doing, so he's starting from square zero anyway.
Right.
Make a survival check, Theoden, using your dice. You don't have to do it on the app. Survival check. Add your modifier.
12.
12. You spend about an hour. Honestly, Harry being a dwarf, just for the audience that may not have seen it in a previous episode, Harry is a dwarf, but he's a little on the thin side. He has blonde hair. He has no beard, which is unusual for a dwarf in the realm. And he kind of looks a little bit like Peter Dinklage from season 1 of Game of Thrones before he got all like scraggly later on in the show. Very nervous, very unsure of himself, but he thinks of himself as a writer and is traveling around with the group to chronicle their adventures. He looks like he's a natural with the blunt weapon, with the mace. You can tell that while he's not skilled enough right now, he's maybe level 1 level, but he looks like he can make a move up pretty quick with the mace. Mace is natural to him. Now, because of that, you rolled a 10 or higher, he now will act in combat on a roll of an 18, 19, or 20 instead of just a 19.
Ooh, yes.
Again,
Finally.
just to
That's
fill
beautiful.
in the audience, when it's Harry's turn in combat, usually he's terrified. I roll a d20. If he rolls a 19 or a 20, he actually takes some sort of positive action. Otherwise, he hides in the corner with his tail between his legs. But now it's 18, 19, or 20. And when we are at camp and they think to train him, not just in cleric stuff, if somebody else thinks to train him with something else, then who knows? Maybe he can become a badass someday. All right, Harry's done. Is
Oh,
there anything
he's
else?
getting
Anybody?
there.
He's getting there. Slow and steady wins a race. So who's next? Anything else interesting? Anybody want to go? Want to do?
Rock.
I want to see if I can get Chester to like me
Oh,
more
God.
and listen to
Absolutely.
my commands.
So you notice that while Theoden is off, maybe at the perimeter of the campsite in the semi-darkness, working with moves and with the mace with Harry, the dog is basically sitting right next to you. He likes your presence just as much as he likes the dwarfs. So he's looking up at you. Make a Is there anything specific you said you want him to know who you are? Like, what do you want to try to train him to do?
Just like to listen to like simple commands.
My
Kinda
dog?
like maybe
Yeah,
maybe like a
your
calm.
Is it your dog
right.
though?
Your dog. That's right.
Yeah.
But now we can, since he's a dog, and since you only have maybe a half an hour or so to waste, you got to be more specific.
All right, Sirach. I
Let's think of
see you.
specific commands. Specific
Fetch. Let's work on fetch.
Outstanding.
Let's work on fetch.
Animal handling check.
All right.
He's jealous I got a dog and Harry.
You got it,
Uh,
Harry, your possession.
Animal handling is going to be a 14.
14 with a 14. Okay.
Nothing.
The first
Nothing.
few times that you throw like the stick, he looks at you like, but eventually, after doing it, walking back over there, getting it, bringing it back to him, petting him on the head, doing it over, he eventually figures it out. Not only does he figure it out, he will do fetch for you anytime you want. But he will also, like, you notice he literally uses the bamfing feature, where like he bamps from the spot.
What?
You throw the stick is hand over end. He bamps back into the spot, catches the stick, bamps it back to you.
Good boy, Chester. Good boy.
Okay. Just to give the audience, Theoden has a blink
Thaden's
tool.
heating up a little bit.
Theoden, I need you to make a perception check.
Can I make a perception check too?
Absolutely.
Ooh,
What'd you roll?
nat 20.
Now you're such a liar, but I'll accept it. I will accept.
No.
I will accept it. Nat 20.
Well, I rolled a
trust you.
19.
All right,
so
it wouldn't
plus
be
my
that
bonus.
it wouldn't be that difficult for you guys to notice that the half elf in the group is fucking around with the dog. The dog is bored. The dog is showing attention to everybody. There isn't anyone in the group that the dog doesn't like, except maybe Tora the cat that belongs to Baka. But the dog looks like he's taking a fondness to the half elf. It seems like there's a natural connection there.
And I notice.
Yes, you do. You do notice. At the end of your session, you notice this. The dog
Okay.
is looking up at the both of you.
Okay. I'm gonna go walk over to the dog. I'm gonna take him by the collar. And I'm gonna pull him away a little bit. And
Oh,
tie his leash to him. I was like, come on, boy, come on.
So you have now sequestered the dog. The dog is away from the rest of the group, and he looks so sad. He looks so sad.
Does he? He looks sad. Oh,
And you know what he does? So you have him by the collar. What'd you do? You wrapped him with like a leash around a tree or something?
no, I have it and I'm walking.
Oh, okay. No, he's fine. He's fine. I thought you basically dragged him off against his will, and tied him to a tree.
I just
I'm gonna
got
get the
jealous.
switch. Okay.
I got jealous.
Get
All
the
right.
newspaper.
Oh yeah.
I'd like to
Yes.
Yeah, give me
pet
that
my
stick
cat
that you
during
threw.
this whole entire thing while watching them all.
Are you talking to your cat with speak small beast?
Yeah, I'll talk to him and see what's up with him.
So the cat is basically cat Tora, a male cat that looks like an orange tabby, is like, dogs are so stupid.
I know. Absolutely stupid. He will do anything for affection.
Right,
I'll
right.
start- rubbing him.
Oh, that feels so good, gnome. That feels so.
My name isn't
Oh.
Gnome. It's
Oh,
Baka.
what is your? Well, give me another 100 belly scratches, and I will consider calling you by your proper name.
You will call me Baka.
Oh, if
Otherwise, you won't get no more belly scratches ever. And I'll start giving the weasel belly scratches.
you wouldn't give the weasel scratches.
Oh, I might.
And the weasel is like, belly scratches? Belly scratches?
I'll start.
Everyone-
I'll pull out my hand to the weasel, like I'm gonna give him belly scratches.
Belly scratches!
I'll
This
start
guy
giving
has a cat and a weasel.
He's got a cat and a weasel. The weasel's name is Sagi. The cat's name is Tora. And the cat has a sarcastic nature to him. The cat thinks that he's the leader of the entire group, the natural ones. And Tora basically says, well, if you insist, I will call you by your proper name.
I'll start rubbing his belly.
Oh. 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 So the cat is basically now in nirvana. So you're not going to get another word out
I
of
have
the
one
cat
hand
at
of the
this
cat, one hand of the weasel.
point. So the weasel is enjoying itself. We never established what the gender of the weasel was, so I said it itself.
It's male. It's male.
Male, two male pets. All right. So what is there anything else that anyone would like to do before we shack it up for the night? It's about 9:30 at night. There's no reason why you have a few more hours before you basically pass out. Or you could bed in early and skip to the next day. It's completely up to you.
I'm ready to do that.
Yes.
I would like to teach.
That's not a problem. You will absolutely have time to do that.
All right, I'm sleeping.
Yeah, you go to sleep.
I want to
Pia
join.
Pia the warlock basically gets a
Sirach,
solo
Sirach,
shot.
why don't you hit the hay as well?
Sure.
I'm
Here,
gonna stay
cuddle
awake
with me.
and watch, and maybe interrupt what Thade is doing, depending what he does.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask Chester to come bed down with me.
Make an animal handling check.
Oh
Mhm,
god!
alright.
You son of a bitch.
Roll that now, 20. Come on.
Dirty 20.
Oh.
Make a Theoden, do you allow Chester to go and bed down next to this half elf, or do you
This
or
half
do
elf.
you resist make it resist the temptation?
He's going that way.
No, he's looking up at you. He looks like he wants to go, but he's looking up at you.
Oh man, this is rough. Oh.
It's your
Be right
dog,
back.
man.
You know, I'm gonna walk with them with the leash.
Okay, he goes in the direction of Sirach, looks up at you again, like he wants like you could if you could read minds, the dog's like, don't get mad at me. I'm still yours, don't get mad at me.
All right, well, we're gonna both go into the tent.
Oh,
What
shit.
tent? What tent? There's no tent. You guys got bedrolls on the side of the
We're
road.
gonna
There's no-
go, yeah, by the
Never
bedrolls.
bought-
We're
we
gonna
never
both
bought a tent.
Yeah, you guys never bought a tent. You
We're
can
gonna
buy a
go-
tent if you want to, I guess.
the
Big old tent.
bedrolls. The bedrolls.
Yeah.
We're gonna go both go by Sirach so he can chill with us too.
All right. So basically, the dog is between the two of you, and the dog looks happy as a pie and
Happy as a
shit.
clam.
Happy as a clam. I like it. So
I don't know how I feel about this, Sirach.
I mean, no ill will.
This is also foreign to me.
I just want the dog to enjoy all of us and be helpful.
Nuzzles up against Theoden.
Just think, it could be like the weasel.
All right,
Oh,
as
cat.
he's nuzzled up, yeah. with that
Nuzzles
fucking
up against Sirach, thinking that not realizing that there's a little bit of a power
All right,
struggle
so
here.
I'm
The
gonna
dog has
throw
no
a
idea.
stick.
The dog looks at you, looks at the stick, and goes and make an animal handling check.
Okay. Oh shit.
Uh,
13.
blink, blink, blink. The dog looks up at you
He
and
went.
bamf, disappears out into the peripheral, into the darkness, outside the circle of the
Oh,
firelight.
shit.
And then you hear you hear a skittering in the distance. Arr! And then a few seconds, bamf, he's right next to you, has the stick, drops it at your feet.
Ah, that a boy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give him a half a ration.
Half a
Give
ration,
him-
got you. Mark
Yeah,
it down.
can I
Mark,
give him half?
Absolutely, you can. Just mark it off on your sheet. Just make. I think you're at 9. Mark it at like 8.5 left. It's fine. So, and
Sure.
what would you guys like to do?
I'm sleeping.
No, no. Can I change the gender of my weasel actually to female?
No.
Well, you know
We
what?
just
Why not?
established it right now. I
We
mean,
did sort of establish it, but you know what? Since it's the same session, why not? Let's make Soggy a female. Not a problem.
you
Hard to
sound more.
tell with
You sound
weasels
more female
sometimes,
when it. And
Does he? Can you? That sounds female to you?
I don't know.
I don't know. It sounded,
As if he's a female weasel.
that's fine. I didn't. There was nothing particularly feminine about that, but hey, listen, it's how you if you read it that way, that's works
That's not
for me.
how it's not. That's not how it is.
So anyway, it is figure about 10 o'clock. By midnight, you guys are going to be shot at this point. But so theoretically, if you wanted to hit the hay a little early, you could. It's up to you. Unless there's
Yeah,
something else you'd like to
let's-
work on, talk about, do. It's up to you.
Yeah. Let's start the next thing.
I'm
I guess.
good.
Excellent. All right. So what we'll do is we'll talk. Let's say it's 7 a.m. On the 19th.
Oh, and
Yes.
with my fiendish resilience, now that I'm awake,
Yes.
today I choose poison resistance.
Poison resistance in addition to your other resistances. Since you are a tiefling, you have fire resistance and you have an acid resistance ring, correct?
And
Okay,
poison
so-
now.
And
So
now
I'm
poison.
choosing poison today.
OP.
Excellent. Not a problem. Not a problem at all. So
Sweet.
7 a.m. the sun comes up. It's a beautiful day. It's getting a little hot for those of you like Theoden that's wearing metal armor. That chest plate is a little uncomfortable,
Of
Sirach.
course.
But you know, it is what it is. So hopefully in a few months it'll start to get, you know, breezier again as fall approaches. It takes you I'm assuming you're going to continue to travel towards what's indicated on your map as the next dwarven rune cave. Is that
We're
in-
going to the one south of Vanwell, right?
Yes, the one south of Vanwell. You're
Okay.
you're maybe
Yeah.
each square on the map, if I'm not mistaken, is like 50 square miles. So you're
Yep.
about 20 miles from it. Are you guys going to head in that direction on horseback?
Yes.
So the 5 of you pack up the camp, head that way. You get there probably at about 1 p.m. with the sun high in the sky. Uneventful, no random attacks. And I will.
That's always good. That's always
Yes,
good.
absolutely good.
No
Good
random
move.
attacks. Damn it.
No random attacks.
Yeah. Not
it's-
by our own
it's-
players either.
Hey, there's always later.
That's funny. So so you see well, first of all, you know, I'm not even going to make you roll because there's really nothing. It's a flat plain land that's near the water. If you don't find it initially, it would simply, if you made a bad roll, it would just take an extra hour or two to find it. So let's just, for argument's sake, move the narrative along. There's a small hill. Around the side of this small hill on the reverse side is a flat stone wall, and 10 feet high by 10 feet wide. And there are engraved into the wall. Obviously you've all seen this before. This is the third time you've seen it. An engraving as if a sculptor had sculpted or engraved 3 rings, a circular ring and then rings around it facing against the wall. At the very center of the 3 rings on that flat wall are 3 tiny holes about the size of your finger, very much like if you were to stick your fingers into a bowling ball. But it's not a bowling ball. It's not curved. It's just a flat surface with 3 holes. On those rings, the 3 rings surrounding those 3 holes, every 6 inches or so is the little carvings of different symbols of different animals and beasts. And at the very top of those 3 rings is kind of like an arrow pointing down. And you've seen this before. And there's a thin podium in front of the wall, about 3 feet high. And there's an impression on the top of that podium where you can obviously, I think Sirach did it the last time, where you could put your hand and palm into the recession. So is there anything that you guys would like to do?
Yeah, I want to examine what the symbols.
Absolutely, no problem. Make an
Maybe Jacob should do it. since
investigation check, Theoden.
Jacob reads all languages.
But if there's symbols of,
Well, I could just tell him.
and he can just read it if it is dwarven.
Yeah, I mean,
So what'd you get for your investigation check?
13.
13. So the symbols, again, they're varied and they're every 6 inches or so. And some of them have been kind of like rubbed off through wear and tear. It's not a language, in case you were curious about Pia's ability to read languages. They're just symbols. You
Okay.
see one of a dragon, you see one of an owl, you see one of a snake, a butterfly, a wolf, a unicorn, a
a lot.
fish, a bear, and an eagle. As it goes all the way around the perimeter of the rings.
Oh shit.
Do we see any
That's a lot.
any of those symbols that we just saw anywhere else in the room?
Well, you're outside still. This is
Oh,
basically
okay.
on the flat surface of the reverse side of a hill. As if it was somebody took like a stone wall and decided to create like artwork and carve out of the stone these symbols, basically, in these circles, these rings. So you're asking, where are you looking exactly? Looking on the podium? Are you looking on the wall?
Podium.
Podium? Well, when you look on the podium, there are no. Well, actually, make an investigation check for searching the podium.
Well, you kind of just told me.
Well, you might as well roll anyway. You could get a natural 20.
Let's say 15, 14.
14. For 14, you don't find any of those symbols that are on the rings on the podium. The only thing you see is kind of like I don't remember. I think it's a concave. Convex is like this. I think a concave is like this, where you can like a concave where you can put your hand on the podium. About 3 feet high. Is there anything that anyone would like to do?
I'll put my hand in it.
Well, when you put your hand in it,
Okay.
something magical happens to the surface of the wall where the rings are. Everything glows with a faint blue glow. And you realize that it's not actually a sculpture or an engraving on the wall. It's actually a portal of some kind that it's obviously radiating with bluish magic, where you notice that each one of the symbols light up and become more prominent. Here's the situation though. While your hand is in the podium, you can't reach the wall with the other hand. So basically, if someone were to want to touch the wall or do something with the wall, it'd have to be someone else other than you. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll hold this.
I'll
and
step
you
in
guys, yeah.
So Theoden is stepping closer to the wall.
there. Yeah.
Okay, so what would you like to do, Theoden?
I'll put my hand on the other one.
So you're putting your hand on. Well, keep in mind, there's no impression for a hand to go on the wall. There's just simply blue engraved glowing symbols
Right.
of
but
those
what,
of like the dragon, the owl, the snake, the different things. They're all lit up on the peripheral of the.
what was he trying to reach?
Well, when I mentioned that when he puts his hand in that 3-foot podium,
Yeah.
when he tries to reach the surface of the wall, he can't. The only way he can reach it is to take his hand out. When he takes his hand out, the glowing goes away.
Oh, but I'll just take his hand then, and then.
Well, so what are you
Do
gonna do?
one
You're
of
gonna
these.
do one of those. All right, no problem. So, Pia, do you allow him to take your other hand?
Sure.
All right, so you guys are holding hands, and now there's kind of
Yes.
like a line of connection between the person who is obviously Pia, who's holding the podium, and now Theoden. What do you do with the wall?
I'm gonna touch one of the rings.
When you touch the ring, you notice that at a feather touch, the ring actually moves to where that you can slide the outer ring, the middle ring, or the inner ring, so that the symbols
Okay,
can
okay.
line up in different ways. You also notice, from like I mentioned before, that at the very center top is an arrow that's pointing down. So theoretically, if you wanted to, you could move the 3 rings and position any symbol you want, top, middle, and inside, like 1, 2, 3, if you wanted to.
We don't even know what symbols we're supposed to line up.
That's true.
So maybe we should look for hints, clues
Yeah.
before we try anything.
Yeah. Do
So
it.
what would you like to do?
Can we go in a
Your
cave
idea,
and look?
Baka.
It's a good idea, Baka. Be a little more specific. What if you're looking?
I
For
think I would like to walk into the cave and look for the symbols that are,
Well,
are
the o-
on the.
well, the only way that you will be able to get into the cave is based
Through
on it's through the portal that's
Oh,
still
yeah.
closed.
Okay. So it's so quick. Okay.
We're
Then let me just
outside.
go around the perimeter of this area and just
Gotcha.
walk around and look for these symbols.
Make an investigation check.
Okay, that's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20, beautiful. So here's what you find. Let's see. You find about 100 yards away around the left side of the mountain, not mountain, hill, that was previously kind of blocked from your view from the direction that you came from. You notice that there are, like at the second cave that you went to, 3 podiums. Now, the second cave you went to, you had the 2 podiums, and then the third one was destroyed because it was hit by a tree. And you had to kind of use your deductive skills in order to figure out what the third symbol was. In this situation, all 3 of them are perfectly visible from a distance.
Oh.
The only problem is that a pride of lions have kind of made their kind of home on the pedestal. There's a male lion who looks like he's sleeping. There are cubs, lion cubs, that are basically trying their hardest to wake their father up. And there's a female lion that is basically kind of prowling around the perimeter, keeping an eye out for predators or anyone that may disturb her cubs. What do you do?
Tell
Father's like,
I'm going to use invisibility.
So you're using invisibility. Is that a spell?
Yeah, second
Okay.
level.
I'm
Second
gonna run
level
and
spell.
hide.
And I want to try to. I guess we can't see what the symbols are because the lines are there. Is that what you're trying to?
Yeah, the lions are literally right at the base of the 3 podiums. They basically, wouldn't say it's necessarily a permanent camp, but they're chilling out in that vicinity.
I like to walk as stealthily as I can while invisible to look at the symbols.
Okay, I'll allow that. That's not a problem. Give me a stealth. Well, here's the situation. You're 60 feet away. Okay, it would take you. You can't dash, so it would have to take you 1 round. The first 30 feet, make a stealth check.
That's 18.
18. Okay, I rolled a 10 plus the 3 is a 13. You get 30 feet closer. They have no idea. The female lion, you literally pass her and she doesn't smell you, which is surprising because they have advantage on their perception checks based on scent. So but now you have to get the final 30 feet. So make another stealth roll to see if you can make it the other 30 feet.
Natural 1.
Okay, natural 1 sucks. But what is the adjusted
At least
roll?
he was honest.
It's plus 12.
Okay, plus 12. So technically it's a 13.
Oh
But
my
I
God.
roll with advantage now because you're literally walking within 30 feet of her kids. Yeah, no, I literally 13. Even if you didn't roll the natural 1, I beat you with both. So from a distance, all of you guys notice that the female lion, the only reason why you notice have an idea where Baka the gnome is because as he walks away from you, you kind of notice little plumes of dust pick up in spots where he steps. So you know that he made it past the female lion, but when he gets within a certain maybe 15 feet of the male lion that looks like he's sleeping, a huge roar comes up.
Oh my God, are you
What
kidding?
the-
And you see basically
Thanks,
both the male
Baka.
and the female lion spring around and dive towards something, and a big kind of, you can't see what they're attacking, but they're obviously trying to put their claws and their teeth into something. I need everyone
Now, guys,
to roll initiative.
Oh my God.
hear me out.
Oh Lord.
If
Yes.
we leave him,
Okay. Good luck with that. I run faster than your ass. Remember the lava?
oh, 19 plus 2.
Well, just remember, Thaden, you have a heavy armor and you're slow. And I get 3 dashes essentially.
Yeah.
All
I've
right,
heard it all
so
before.
the Lions rolled a natural 20 on their initiative.
What?
Of course
But
they
it's
did.
their initiative. It's better this is their initiative and not an actual hit on you guys.
Yeah.
So anybody roll higher than a 20?
21.
21. Okay. 21 is Baka. That's actually kind of appropriate considering the
I
fact
got-
they just jumped on you.
I got 21.
21 as well. 21 is Theoden. Anybody from 20 to 15?
16.
16 is Pia. I'm going to make a quick roll for Harry. Harry rolls a 4 for Harry. Obviously, his head was buried in his book when this was going on. Didn't even know that Baka was invisible. Sirach, what'd you get?
4 as well.
4 as well. So since he was buried in his book, I'll put Sirach above Harry Only makes logical sense. So the lions sense you and attack you at disadvantage because you are still invisible because you have not attacked them yet. So I will roll with disadvantage. I rolled I rolled an 18 and a 14. The 14 plus 4 turns into an 18. Does an 18 hit you, Baka?
My armor class.
I'm sorry. Yeah, 14 plus 4 is 18. Yeah, so it does hit you. All right. So the female sinks its teeth into you.
Fuck, I don't have a shield. I forgot.
Let's doing 9 points of piercing damage. And then now the male at disadvantage. I rolled a 15 and a 12, but the second one I rolled a 16. So 16 does not hit you.
No.
So, okay. So they both attack you. The 3 cubs do not attack. Very quickly, before I go into any more, before I go to your attack, Baka, make a perception check really quickly.
Natural 1.
Forget it.
I'm done with this dice.
You are
This
so
dice jail.
you are so distracted.
Toss it.
It's
You're
dice
so
jail.
surprised. Your ego is so hurt that they notice your basically your approach. That how could you possibly have been found out
Holy
while you were
shit.
invisible and sneaking? That you were distracted and did not notice it. But right now you're fighting for your life as a lion and a female. Well, I guess they're both lions. Duh. The male and the female is basically just trying their best to rip your throat out. What would you like to do, Baka?
How far away is my team? My boy.
I would say 50 feet because you had to go 60 to get to the pillar. So let's say 50 feet away.
It's gonna do disengage.
Disengage. You can only disengage from one of them.
Yeah, I'll disengage from the male.
Okay.
So
I'll go
I'm
for
gonna-
my attack. I missed you. I rolled a 17.
Okay. And I'll use my movement 25.
Okay.
And
So you disengage with your bonus action. You move 25, so you're about 25 feet away from your group and about 30 feet away from the lions.
I'm gonna use my boomstick on the.
He turns
male lion.
around, pulls out this antiquated firearm, and what? Which one?
Natural
you firing?
20.
Who did you fire at?
The male lion.
Fired at the male lion. Boom!
Let's see.
Natural
D8
20.
Plus dex plus level. Plus dexterity, so it's plus 5, 11, plus level, so 21 times 2 is 42 damage.
Woo! 42 damage. Give me 1 second. My God. Oh my God. I think you might have killed the husband.
Ooh.
Good.
Hold on a
Oh,
second.
he fucked me up.
Ooh.
Did he?
Well, he did 9 points of health.
Give me
Where
1
you at?
second.
It's 65.
Yeah. What are you complaining about?
Sorry for the delay, gentlemen.
It's
I'm just-
whatever.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, you killed. You as you're running away, you reach over your shoulder, lumbering towards your party. You pull the trigger, boom, and you see the male lion fall down and not move as skin and flesh and red basically fires out like from the midsection of the animal, like his basically skin and tissue basically fall out onto the ground. Your turn is over. Theoden, what would you like to do? You're about 50 feet away.
50 feet. Damn. Well, I'm gonna move my full 25.
Okay, towards the action.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're about I'd say about 15 or 20 feet away from the female lion, and you're basically, you could play patty cake with Baka at this point. You guys are basically running in opposite directions.
Oh, okay. I'm going to do Sacred Flame.
Sacred Flame. I think I have to make a dexterity saving throw, right? What do you do? Are you attacking the female lion or the 3 cubs?
The female lion.
Female lion. I rolled a. Hold on a second. What is the
I'm gonna use it at 3rd level though.
3rd level? Okay, no problem. Let's see. My Constitution, dexterity saving throw, right? I rolled a 14. What is your what did I have to beat? I rolled a 14.
What number? What is it?
It's your spell DC on the last page. It's usually at the top of the third page on your character sheet.
15.
15. I rolled a 14. I failed. So basically, the sacred flame, radiant energy comes out of the sky, crashes down on top of the female.
All right.
How much damage?
2d8s.
2d8s. Roll the damage. Let me know what it is, so I can see if you killed both parents. You monsters.
13.
We're making orphans.
Wait,
13.
13.
I'm gonna adopt
16.
them.
Oh. Ooh.
How'd you get
Rock's
16?
new pet.
Yeah. There you
Plus
go.
my spellcasting ability modifier.
I don't think Sacred Flame. I think Sacred Flame is flat, isn't it? Isn't it just basically?
Oh, it might- hold
Yeah,
on.
it's just 13, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's 13 points of damage. The Sacred Flame obviously injures the female lion seriously, but does not kill it. Pia, what would you like to do?
Are they within sight of me? Like, can
Yes.
I can see them.
Yes, you can. You see all of this unfolding in front of you within the last 6 seconds.
How far
Basically,
away
you
are they
see
from me?
Baka was basically rolling around invisible, then somehow, got out of the clutches of the two adults, fired back at it, killed the father, and then now all of a sudden you notice, obviously Theoden was speaking to his deity, and what looks almost like a bolt of sunlight comes out of the sky and scorches the female lion.
Okay. I guess I will hit the female lion with Toll of the Dead.
Okay, Toll of the Dead. Tell me about Toll of the Dead, just to refresh
Toll
my
of the
memory.
Dead. You point at one creature you can see within range, and the sound of a dolorous bell fills the air around it for a moment.
Boom, boom, boom.
The target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or take 1d8 necrotic damage. If the target is missing any of its hit points, it instead takes 1d12. But at level 5, it's actually 2d8 or 2d12.
2d12. Are you doing the fifth level version of it? Obviously, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Why not? Okay, so I have to make a saving throw, a wisdom saving throw.
Yep.
Okay, and you're attacking the female.
Yes.
Okay, no problem. The female lion has a +1 to the wisdom. I only rolled a 9, so I rolled a 10. I'm assuming that your DC is higher than 10.
16. Yeah.
It failed, so roll 2d12 damage.
All right. That is 16 points of damage.
16 points of damage. Okay, so hold on. 26. Yeah, okay, so
Oh, we're fucked up.
so now let me ask you a question. It seems like you killed the female. How would you like to describe how you killed the female? In other words, with this Toll of the Dead, this is the first time you've ever used it. It's a necrotic energy that comes out from you. I mean, how would we describe the Toll of the Dead? Like what happens?
I would say we hear that bell noise.
Boom, boom.
And literally the lion just starts convulsing so much to a point where her head explodes.
Yeah.
Yes.
A shower of red gore
I love it.
paints the ground. And
Oh,
and the three let's see, hold on. Before I actually I'll let the little lions go afterwards. Let's see. So Sirach, you're next, and then I roll for Harry. Sirach, what would you like to do, Sirach? It seems to be only 3 cubs left. About 60 feet away, where the podiums are. The 3 podiums.
What do the cubs seem to be doing?
Watching.
Just watching their parents get slaughtered.
Yes.
Why, you want one as a pet?
Kinda.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Didn't give him the idea. I want one
Sorry,
too.
Think of that.
Sorry.
I want one
Watching.
too. Get back and get the fuck out of here.
How
Have
many
you
pets
ever
are you
known
gonna
cubs?
have?
Yeah, right.
As many as I can.
You already got a cat. You
And a weasel.
please don't
they're,
make me.
they're small. They're small. Come on.
Please don't make me kill off all your pets. Don't do that.
You'll
Come on,
try.
bro.
I won't let you.
I mean, Baka can have a third pet. I think he should just lose his stealth bonuses
Oh, that's a lot of
because he has a menagerie following him. He
Yes,
can't
I
be
mean, how are you
stealthy.
going to be
That's-
stealthy with so many pets? But you know what? That's something to be discussed at a later date.
Yeah.
Right now,
I trained them to go with the group.
right now
Get-
we have to figure
get
out
outta
what
here.
Sirach would like to do.
Okay.
The cubs,
Let's
it's a
see.
far distance
60
to
feet
really.
away. Yeah.
You have to let me know what you'd like to do first.
They're kind of far away. Actually, I would like to. This is probably going to backfire on me, but I want to get as close to them as I can. So
Okay.
my full
Oh,
distance.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I want to kind of crouch down, holding a ration out,
Okay.
and see if they'll
Try to
come to me.
befriend it.
Yeah.
Okay. No problem. I would like you to make either a survival check or an animal handling check, whichever is better.
Can I give him
Alright.
guidance for this?
You absolutely can.
There you go.
Ooh.
So you have an extra D4 to your roll.
All right.
Yeah, get your own pet.
That's
What'd you-
an 18.
18. The three, as you get 30 feet closer, you notice that if lions could cry, the 3 lions are crying at this point. After they've
God.
seen their parents murdered out in the dust of the flat, dry
We're
plain.
Fucking assholes.
So what would be the alpha of the 3 cubs looks at the 2, and they're all kind of like scrunched over and terrified and crying. That center one is a male and kind of makes his way over to you in a very kind of fearful way, but showing some chutzpah and some bravery. And when he gets up close to you, instead of taking the ration, it goes to bite your hand. Arr! Arr!
Of course.
And I'm going to make a roll. It misses. It misses. Or no, it doesn't miss. Here's what happens. It goes and bites your hand, but bites into the leather portion that's covering your hand. So right now it's gnawing on the leather, but not really hurting you at all. What would you like to do?
Try to like calm it down and have it stop biting me
how
with
would
animal
you- how-
handling.
Well,
I don't know,
we would definitely make an animal handling check, but how
Yeah.
would you do that?
So it's just kind of like on my hand.
It's like
Just like
imagine
biting.
like a canine dog or something, like an attack dog that's been trained to kind of like bite the hand.
Bite and hold.
But it's really young and small, so it's
Mhm.
not really hurting you. It's basically doing its best to be the alpha male and it basically represent its parents, but it's basically chewing on your hand like it's got a chew toy. But obviously,
All right, okay.
what would you do to calm it down?
I'll try to just like run my other hand over its head and
Okay.
try to give like pet it and
Okay.
tell it it's okay.
Make an animal handling.
Tell them the bad guys are gone.
Guidance again.
Guidance again. Go for it.
All right.
Add an extra D4 to your roll.
You're gonna give me guidance when I get one of these.
Natural one.
No. 17.
17. In time, after a few minutes of it struggling, trying to, it starts to calm itself, and you realize that it looks up at you with these big, huge, adorable brown eyes, and you realize that you've kind of like it doesn't give you like a pop-on moment, but it's got nowhere to go at this point.
Aiden's feeling a little relieved right now.
It's looking for any comfort that it can get in this moment, because animals are not stupid. Animals are smart. They know what just happened, and they may forget quickly because they're young, but in this moment they're looking for whatever tenderness they can get. And for the moment, the cub has impressed itself upon you. So I guess on your inventory for the time being, write male cub, and then in parentheses put lion.
Yeah.
And you can name it what you want, but realize it's a cub. It's not something. It's really young. You have to.
That's even
really
better though.
But the thing is, at the moment, you have to really babysit this thing, or it's going to get fucking lost or killed. So just take it into consideration.
Okay.
So
Chris, can I go to the other one?
sure you can, absolutely. Well, at this point,
Oh my god!
I'm just going to make a quick roll for Harry.
I'm taking out my crossbow.
Harry
Whoa.
is terrified.
Don't you fucking dare.
As he's taking out his crossbow, and Baka shoots him a look of death. Baka, what would you like to do?
If
I'm gonna
he's
do
gonna
something similar.
try, I'll give him guidance, but I'm using the bathroom real quick.
Go for it.
I'm gonna put out some rations, preferably if there's any meat portions of rations. I don't know if
Gotcha.
there are.
Gotcha.
And hopefully let one approach me.
Okay. Make an animal handling check.
Okay.
And also he gave you guidance, so add a D4
Oh.
or whatever your roll is.
Perfect. 4. It's animal handling +3. Oh, 7.
You rolled a
21.
21? Okay. With the 21, another male, not as muscular and as thick they all three of them have like these massive, adorable paws that are like way too big for the rest of their body. But this particular male is a little bit smaller and scrawnier than the one that Sirach attracted to him. But it comes up to you actually seeing that its brother went and it was successful. This one runs up to you, almost not even like, almost completely forgetting like that it even had parents, and like basically just like with this adorable face, just basically licks your hand, eats the ration, licks your hand, eats the ration. This one has a much shorter memory than his brother does.
Can I use speak with small beast?
Sure.
Is it possible?
Sure, you can. Absolutely, it's small beast. It's not gonna be small beast for long, but right now
I know,
it is.
I know.
Yeah.
Hello, little one. What's your name?
Hi. I name. Hi.
Hi.
Name.
I'm Baka.
What's your name? You're
Baka?
asking a wild
Baka?
animal what his name is.
Have you ever seen The Lion King? um, do you like this food?
It's good.
I'm gonna.
It's
oh,
good. It's good.
God, Chris, I can't. You're killing me. I'm gonna
Talk
keep.
to the
I'm gonna
lion.
pet him. Do you like that?
Ooh, it's nice. It feels nice. It feels nice. Thank
Take this
you.
seriously.
It's nice. It's nice.
Do you want to stay with me?
Yes.
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 Okay. That's great. Let me
Yeah.
Yes.
let me introduce you to
my sister.
let me introduce
sister.
you to your new brother, Tora.
Okay.
And Tora, come over here.
Oh my goodness. What are you doing, Baka? Must we make this complicated, Baka? I mean, how many pets do you actually need?
I wish I could hear this.
Ah.
Well,
That's Chris talking.
Ah.
don't worry, Tora.
Baka,
You'll be my favorite.
Do you realize that this is not an animal that is like me? This is an animal that is going to grow much larger and will probably one day eat you.
I'll take that chance.
Ah, foolish nature.
Good. Get him out of the
Once
party.
I lost control of this group, I should have known that this was going to happen. Ah. Fine. You are allowed to keep that thing if you so choose. It's
Thank you,
I allow it. It's
And
not a
I'm gonna
problem.
keep petting the baby cub
Ah,
and
ah.
try to like imprint
Sister?
him onto me.
Sister,
That's your brother.
brother,
Brother.
sister,
Sister back there,
sister.
yeah. Yeah, you're so smart. I pet him and rub his cheek.
Eh.
Just got
Uh,
I got the
so-
loopy one.
Make an animal
Mine's
handling check.
defective.
Animal handling check.
I'm assuming I still have guidance.
Guidance. Yes, you do. You have guidance. Animal handling with guidance.
Oh yes, 3, 5, 16, 17.
17. With a 17, for the time being, considering its mental state or lack thereof, he's not going anywhere other than with you. You get the sense that this one is kind of like the follower of the two brothers. But whatever you decide to name it, it seems like it definitely is very. It might even be more impressed on you than Sirach might have a little bit more work with the
Well,
the older.
I had to balance out. I already have pets. So I had to get the loopy one.
Yeah. So what else is going on? So now you notice the third
more.
one, the female, is kind of like looking in the background, like anybody gonna do anything?
Jacob.
All right. I'll do it.
What are you gonna do, Mr. Warlock?
What are we all getting lions?
Yeah.
I'm gonna first. I'm going to take Splinter out of my little pocket.
Okay.
Harry, can you hold him for me?
Okay.
He
Okay.
won't hurt you. He won't hurt you.
You sure he's not gonna bite me?
I promise he's not gonna bite you.
Okay.
So
He's got it.
Harry's got him. and
Harry's got Splinter.
I'll go up.
Harry,
to
let
that.
me take him. Let me take him.
Okay. Take it. Take it, David.
I got him.
I'll go up to that last lion and I'll try to get it to join us.
Go for it. Make an animal handling check.
Okay. Where the hell's my sheet? Oh, sorry. 14.
14. You needed a 15. With a 14, the female runs off out into the distance.
Oh my God, feels
Go on.
bad.
What?
Gone.
It's running off in the other direction at a rate of 25 feet a turn. It will soon be gone.
You want me to catch it?
I'm not.
Yeah, Baka,
I can run
go-
faster than it.
You catch him. I'm not.
Go gallop.
Well, I
after
don't
it.
want to leave Loopy away.
Yeah, I'll watch
So-
him for you.
So if you, what are you gonna go dash in the direction?
Do we
Baka?
need 3 lions? I don't even think we need 1.
I feel bad.
It
It's,
may
gonna be
come in
it's a baby
handy.
lion cub in the wild. What's wrong with you?
It's fine. Look at it go. It's good. It's fine.
So are you
You
gonna
used to work at Animal Place. How can you be so indifferent?
Pia's never worked at an animal place.
Oh.
That is true. I don't think Pia in the orphanage ever worked in an animal place.
Yeah, I don't
So
Baka.
and
Um,
if he did, I'd worry about those animals. But anyway, that's another story.
I don't know. Do you want me? Pia, do you really not want me to go?
You can go if you want, and I'll watch it if you catch it, and I'll be responsible for the 1. But I'm not going out of my way to take it.
All right. Watch Loops. I'm gonna name him
Okay.
Loops.
You're going to get it. There's no way I'm catching.
I'm gonna
him.
chase
Theoden, you still have
dash, movement
Splinter,
speed,
right?
and
Dash
main-
movement speed. So you'll
everything.
use your dash as your bonus action. You use your movement speed. That would allow you to cover 50 feet.
And can I
which
use
is-
my main action to dash as well to catch?
Well,
You
no,
might catch up to it.
You would be, if you use your dash as your bonus action, you'd be
Okay.
able to catch up to it. I just need you to make a dexterity check, to see if you can, scoop it up.
Really?
yeah.
Me a dexterity check?
Well, listen, that is your forte. So
Just roll the
Dirty 20.
dirty 20. With a dirty 20, you absolutely successfully scoop up the female. It goes, but it does not attack you. It's the smallest of the 3. You make your way over back into the group. You now have in your possession, as a group, 3 lion cubs. Congratulations. Not what I intended at all, but so be it. You now are the proud owners of 3 lion cubs.
Listen, Pia, if you don't want
Yes.
this, if you don't want this
Can-
female
can-
lion cub, I'll take care of it.
Pia, let's split it. We'll split it.
What the fuck?
All right, so Sirach gets his own, Baka gets his own, and Theoden and I
And we
have
get
joint
one.
Custody
Hey,
of one.
Sirach can't just have something
We
nice,
have
can he?
joint custody.
No, you
You
can't.
know, I can't have anything nice. I can't have a
Chris-
green
Chris
sword.
put
I
two
can't
additional
have
on
my
there.
own.
That listen, Baka. I was gonna let you have it. I wasn't even thinking about getting another. And then Baka
I
jumps
wasn't.
in. Oh, I want a lion.
I'm the one who
too."
found it.
I
Oh, the
want all
lion cub.
3 of them.
I found the lion cub
Nah.
first.
My plan at all. But
That's
Well,
funny.
What was I supposed to do with the other 2? Let them
buy,
go?
like,
Fuck
a
that.
crow or an owl or something.
All
Feed
right.
them
That's
to the
what I was
weakest
originally
one, she
trying to go
becomes the
for, but I'll
strongest.
take a lion.
Chris, you better watch out about putting baby animals around us from now on.
It's true. Listen,
Yeah, we
So-
still have those eggs too, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, but those are, I don't know if those are.
We
well,
don't-
you have
eggs?
3 salamander eggs in your
Salamander
inventory.
I
They
don't
might
know.
not
How
be
are those
full,
doing?
but-
I don't
Can I
know.
look at them?
Sure, absolutely. You can look at them.
They're
Where
probably-
who has possession of the salamander eggs?
I do.
I think
Okay.
Theoden, yeah.
When you look in your inventory, you put them in a separate satchel. Let me make a roll. They are miraculously still intact. They must be made of really stern stuff because
Whoa.
I can't believe that they haven't been crushed in combat, but they're
Yeah,
alive.
me too.
So
Hatch and we all die.
So they're intact.
Right.
yes,
Um,
you can't give birth to them.
Good.
I mean, you personally, you have to, you have to sell them, give them away, do something. For right now, they don't have any kind of,
And they're not probably not gonna hatch, right? Wink, wink.
I don't, you
Wink.
don't think that they'll hatch on their own? You don't
I
think?
really hope they don't.
I mean, make an intelligence check, Theoden.
Probably need heat to hatch.
But they were like fire salamander creatures, so they might generate.
Weren't
their
they like
own
humanoid
warmth.
almost?
13.
Kinda.
With a 13, you have no idea. You don't know anything about
Alright.
salamanders or
Fuck it.
their
Oh, I'm gonna give Pia the spear.
Pia. He gives you the
Oh.
salamander spear.
Oh, thank you. I was
You want me to identify it for you later?
maybe.
For the time being, what would you guys like to do now?
Stick it on my back.
Well, I have a name for my new cub.
Go for it. What's the name?
Ari, A-R-I.
A-R-I, Ari. What
What are you looking up names over there?
No, it's actually it's from a story I read.
Ari. So what would you guys like to do?
Probably
Well,
get
we
back to
gotta-
the task at hand.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Try to get this door open.
yeah, it would help, yes. Do you step over the remains of the male and female lion
I'm gonna
and
go.
investigate the podium, the 3 podiums?
I'm gonna
Yeah,
take.
absolutely.
Can I
gonna
see
take
if
Ari
those
away from him.
lions ate anything of use by chance?
Sure. Make an investigation check.
Never know.
That's true. That is
18.
true.
18.
With an 18, honestly, you go through their little mini, I guess, camp. I wouldn't know what to call a pride of lions. Are they? I'm sure they're migratory. Not
Former
really sure.
Pride of Lions.
Yeah, former pride of lions. You don't find anything of value, unfortunately.
Okay.
In and around the the 3 podiums.
It's worth
So-
a shot.
So what are the rest of y'all doing?
I'll go put my hand back on the thing so they can figure it out.
Well, that's like about 120 feet away, out of sight. You're basically, it's imagine that you walked your way around the side of the hill, and you found those 3 podiums basically isolated. Are you guys going to investigate the podiums?
I'm gonna take Ari away from his dead parents.
Okay,
back to the-
absolutely.
Back to the original podium.
All right, so you going back to the original podium. The other 4 of you guys, I guess, including Harry, what are you guys doing with the podiums? You just investigating them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so without even a roll, it's easy enough. There are 3 symbols on the podiums. On the left podium is a unicorn. On the middle podium is a wolf, and on the right podium is the dragon. Carvings, obviously. So left is unicorn, middle is wolf, right is dragon.
Easy peasy.
Yes. So what would you guys like to do with this?
Wait,
information?
unicorn is left.
No,
Yeah.
well,
Yeah. In other words, if you're facing the 3 podiums, and they have left, middle, and center,
Yeah.
the one on the left facing it has a carved symbol of a unicorn on the top of the podium. The one in the middle has a carved symbol of a wolf, and the one on the right has a carved symbol of the dragon.
All right.
Okay, well,
Um,
should go back to the first podium.
Okay, so you wrap your way around the 100 so feet around the base of the hill. You make your way back to that sculpture in the wall. Since no one's hand is on the podium, it's not lit up blue. Now it looks as if somebody just took like, a chisel and chiseled out all these different designs and stuff. But as you know, when someone puts their hand into the crevice or whatever it's called, it lights up blue. So who's the person who's going to put their hand in the podium?
I'll do it.
Okay, so Pia puts his hand in the podium. Who is going to stand? Obviously, Pia can't reach the wall to manipulate while his hand's in the podium. Who's going to be the person who's going to be at the wall?
I'll do it.
Okay, so Baka's at the wall. Baka, what would you like to do while you notice that while you put your hands up, almost as if it's a holographic image, you don't even have to touch the symbols. You can have your finger a few inches from the symbols, and you notice that it turns as if it's 3 separate rings that are not connected to each other.
So what I'd like to do is top unicorn, middle
Top
wolf,
unicorn.
the last one dragon.
Perfect. And when you do that, you feel a rumble in the ground and a static electricity that raises your hair. But then the wall itself shimmers and disappears, showing you a set of stone stairs that lead down into darkness. You have successfully opened up the third dwarven rune cave.
That was nice.
Congratulations.
That took less time than the last
Well, it
couple
should, well, it
times.
should, yeah, it should. It's a
We-
good thing.
I don't remember. We have horses, right?
Yes,
the
you do.
saddlebags?
What
Okay.
would you like to do with the horses and the saddlebags?
Tie them
Time to the
Yeah.
trees.
Okay, so you find a tree, you tie them up. You're tying all 5 to the same tree?
All 5 the same tree.
Outstanding. Outstanding. Do you want Harry to come inside with you, or do you want him to babysit the horses?
I want Harry there.
Everyone else? Are you in agreement?
Sure about that? I don't know.
I think
I'm
Harry.
not
Why
saying yes
not?
or no. I just wanted to get a consensus from the group.
His training needs a little bit more work.
Oh, let him. He needs it for the story.
We're gonna just tell him what happens. Embellish the horse.
What?
Wait,
Why?
You want him to
He's
stick the
been
horses
he's
or
been
come
next
with
to us in every combat. Now.
And
you
he
know-
died not even a few days ago.
I thought you meant you wanted him to stay with the horses.
No, I want him to come
Oh.
with us.
No, I agree.
Oh,
Yeah, no, you should come. I was gonna say, Harry,
Master
do you want to come
Thaden,
with us?
Yeah, I want to come.
I thought you
Harry,
meant-
let's go.
Hey, Master
Don't
Thaden, I
mind
thought,
Barker. Don't listen to him. He's
I
silly
thought you-
nose.
I'm looking out for him. He died.
Master
Like,
Thaden, I thought you wanted me to stay with the horses. I was actually kind of
Oh,
offended
of
a little
course
bit.
not. Of course not.
Oh, oof, okay, yeah. I mean, I know I don't know what I'm
You
doing,
need to
but
be there, Harry.
thank you. I think I wanted to. In fact, all I have is this dagger. I mean, you kind of trained me with the mace. You want to maybe?
I'm gonna switch off.
Ooh,
Giroux.
Trade.
whoosh, whoosh, whoo. He doesn't look like he knows how to use it at
Oh,
all.
good
Keep
form,
it-
But he's
good
Keep
form.
the
excited as
dagger
hell.
just in case.
You want me to keep the dagger too?
Yes.
Okay, good. So he's walking behind you. He looks like a little kid at Toys R Us. That
Yes.
basically grabbed like a red baseball bat
Hooray.
from the, and he's basically swinging it. So, but he's obviously he's not swinging it close enough to hurt any of you. So what is the marching order as you head down the stairs? So you know it's 2 wide, 10 feet wide. So theoretically you could go single file or you could go 2 wide. What's the decision making on that?
Too wide.
Yeah, 2 wide, and who's in front?
Me and Barker.
Baka,
Oh.
do you agree?
Yeah. Yeah.
Fine. But
So it's
I want.
Doc-
I'd
yes.
like Harry. I'd like you to watch my little lion cub.
Okay, I could do that. What's the name of the cub?
It's Ari.
Oh,
Ari,
Thaden, give me
Ari,
my
Ari.
rat back.
Oh, I thought you were
If
gonna
I-
forget about it. All
I-
right. all
I
right.
gave you I gave your rat to Master Theoden.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I want my rat back.
Oh, here you are. Here you are.
Oh, thank you.
I was keeping him warm for you.
And
So-
I'll pet Ari a few times just to make sure he knows he's mine.
He seems as honestly, this particular cub seems very, very impressed upon you from the get-go. So that's not it's not something you have to worry about. What you have to worry about is keeping him alive.
Okay.
So
Harry, you got to keep him alive,
oh,
Even if-
oh,
even if it costs you your life.
okay, no problem. All right, so
You do this, and I'll give you some rogue training later.
oh, that sounds interesting. I'd like
You don't
that.
need
I
that,
would li-
Harry. You don't need that.
Oh, okay. I guess I'm
Follow
sorry.
me. Follow me.
Harry,
Come with us.
trust me. It's good to have as much training as possible. Don't listen to Theoden, who limits himself to one class.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
Ah.
All right, I'm sorry. Okay. Anyway,
Rogues.
that's so now we've got Baka and Theoden in the front line. Who's in the middle?
Me.
Pia and who?
Sirach.
Sirach, and then behind that you've got
3
basically.
cubs.
All the animals.
You know what? Harry, switch with me.
All right, so
we have Noah's Ark and Harry.
All right, so you've got 3 cubs, and Harry,
Two.
and then Sirach keeping an eye on from behind.
and Chester.
And Chester. Don't forget about Chester.
We got
'cause
Chester, a cat, a weasel, a rat, 3
oh
lion
boy,
cubs.
Whew,
Jesus
a
Christ.
lot to maintain. So you make your way down the stairs.
Yeah.
Okay, the stairs go down, lead straight down. There's about 100 steps if you were to count. At the base of the steps, it continues straight another 100 feet. But of course, you can only see 60 of those. So do you continue down to the
I
end
can
of
see 120.
Oh, you can. That's right. Okay. So the only person that
There you go.
So let's assume that
Elphaz.
what I'm about to tell you is actually Sirach telling you because you can't quite see the end of the corridor.
Okay.
Sirach tells you that at the end of the corridor, it looks like it's a T intersection that goes left and right.
Oh, goody.
Oh God, again? Wow.
Yeah, don't split off from the party.
I'm
Baka.
definitely not doing that this time. That was
Alright.
terrifying last time.
So the entire pet shop continues down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why, guys, let me go on ahead. Honestly, like, just let me go 10 feet ahead of you guys, just in case any
Fine,
traps.
whatever. I don't give a
All right.
shit.
Oh,
So
nuts.
Baka goes
Why
10
not?
feet ahead. You're perfectly
Any
aware.
danger
Of,
Don't be
sense or
a
something.
martyr. Don't be a martyr.
I'm
Would
gonna
it-
cast Pass Without a Trace on the rest of us.
nice. You know what? Then if that's the case, everyone make a stealth check.
Will I get
Ed,
this?
Everyone
No.
make although he's within 10, you had something.
I
within
guess
30
he would
feet.
be within 30 feet.
Yeah,
well,
he's
I guess he would be
Yeah.
within 30 feet.
so everybody gets a plus 10 to their stealth roll. Add
Oh,
10.
good, because I rolled a natural 1.
Oh,
Well, you know what? You get a plus 10 to it, so it starts at an.
you're gonna hate my roll. I got a 41.
41.
19 plus 10
What?
plus 12.
What did you get with that one? What does it end up becoming? Stealth roll.
Jacob.
Jacob.
Me?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. My
It would be
stealth
11,
is
no?
No, my stealth is a +5.
So
Oh.
plus 5. So basically, it becomes a 16.
16.
Yeah.
16 is pretty good. Good thing we have passed without a trace.
Yeah.
Sirach, what is your stealth check?
21.
21.
Yeah, +5.
Theoden, you have to roll with disadvantage, but you get
I
the
was
plus
gonna
10.
ask.
But you get the plus 10.
17.
Okay, so I will make a roll. All right. If there is anything in these catacombs, you are stealthy enough to keep your presence a secret.
Nice.
So you make your way to that T intersection. Actually, obviously, the gnome rogue makes his way 10 feet. The rest of them are 10 feet behind you, Baka.
I want to
Um,
ask them which way they want to go.
yeah.
Guys, which left or right?
Left. I'm feeling left.
Yeah.
Left it
Okay.
is.
How about we eeny, meeny, miny, moe it?
No.
Definitely not.
So Baka turns left. I'm assuming that, when you guys catch up to the intersection, you also turn left.
Nope.
I'm
we're
gonna
going
watch
left.
them to make sure they do. Turn left.
No, we're going left. We're going left.
All right. So everybody goes left.
I don't trust them.
So eventually, after about 60 feet or so, everyone except for Baka is 10 feet behind. The corridor turns right. Do you turn right, Baka?
Can I like peek over the corner?
Sure,
When
absolutely,
you talk like that, it makes me nervous.
absolutely. By all means, make a perception check.
Makes me so
Oh,
scared.
cocked. It's, perception.
Perception.
11.
11. When you take a quick peek, you notice that it basically comes to a wall. It comes to a dead end after it turns 10 feet later, it comes to what seems to be a dead end.
I'm gonna rely that back, guys. It looks like it's a dead end.
Are you
We could
sure?
try. Well, there's a wall there. We could try to smash our way through, or
Push on it.
After you're stronger, I think you should do that.
Knock
And I'm
on it.
gonna
Baka. Push on it.
no. You push on it.
Baka, just push on it.
Daden, don't be a bitch. Go do. Go do something.
All right, I'm gonna push on the wall.
So you make your way around the corner, and you go to touch the wall. And before you reach out and touch the wall, Theoden, you hear a click.
Fuck.
Shit.
What do you do, Theoden?
Damn it.
Go back.
The reason why I'm asking you what do you do is because it's one of these split-second decisions where you hear a click and you realize I got to do something.
I've killed the
Can I-
clerk.
Listen,
would
I'm
you-
gonna ask if I can do this.
Yes.
Can I jump back onto my back and like take my mace and like kind of?
Absolutely. So your first reaction to the sound of the click is to jump back and then literally jump and allow yourself to kind of fall down
Yeah,
with your mace
yeah,
in your hands. Okay, absolutely.
Yeah.
Make a
So it's like-
dexterity saving throw to see if you're successful at
Should be
doing
good.
this.
13.
A 13. With a 13, here's what happens.
Ooh,
With that
fuck.
click, the floor drops out from underneath you into well, again, it's into darkness because you can't see what is below you because it is a long drop. Unfortunately, 13 is not high enough. So you going to lay down and hit your head on the back of the edge and flipped over onto your stomach and you land onto a pit of spikes. So what I'd like to do is it's a 20-foot drop. So that's a 2d6
What?
right there.
Oh my God.
2d6
What?
right there. Give me 1 second. 6-sider, 6-sider.
I'm so
So
sorry,
right
David.
off, so right off the bat, you take
God
7
damn.
from the fall, the 20-foot fall. You take 7 points of damage. So take that off, Theoden.
Okay.
And then now there are also spikes down there. Okay, so the spikes, I'm going to make a roll to see how many of the spikes actually impale you. 3 of the spikes impale you. Okay, so that's going to be 3d10 damage.
Don't forget to put the poison on them.
3d10 damage.
Oh
1,
my God.
2.
No, I got resistance to poison.
Yeah, so it'll be
Still
half
take
damage
damage.
for you. Half damage.
Yeah.
I was kidding. I didn't know if that was actually a thing.
Oh, I rolled pretty good. I'm sorry about this. It's a 17 plus 5 is a 22. So 22 points
Ooh.
of piercing damage. As you fall, you hit your head onto the wall again,
Ooh.
and you get impaled through your shoulder, through your midsection, and through your calf. And you feel at this moment right now, you are actually restrained. Your movement is 0 because right now you need help or a strength check in your next round in order to pull yourself off of this. So right now
Oh my
you're kind of stuck under these 3 spikes right now. And everyone is basically on the ledge looking down at you like, oh my God, like what the fuck?
Wow.
I'll jump
something
down
else-
and help him.
Ah. Help
Something-
me.
Something that also happens, gentlemen, is
Oh,
what looked like
Fantastic.
what looked like the wall 20 feet on the other side of this pit that fell in. The wall is lifting up as if on a
Oh,
gear make,
fuck.
revealing undead creatures on the other side of the wall that are now spilling over into the hole
Fireball.
on top of where Theoden is. I need everyone to roll initiative.
Including David.
God damn
Including
it.
Theoden. Everyone roll initiative.
I just rolled a natural 1.
I rolled a natural 1. This is my
Now
third
being fair,
Yes.
would
Holy
I
shit.
roll at disadvantage?
At what for
Initiative.
No, absolutely not. Just roll. You roll your normal initiative.
Because I'm like in the spikes.
No. That's not you. This is your spot to react. It's not
Rolled a
really.
3 anyway.
Well, there you go. So
5.
let's see. So the undead creatures
Fuck.
rolled a 15. So undead that are spilling out of the doorway that's now lifting up is a 15, almost like a portcullis lifts up in the front of like a castle. Anybody roll higher than a 20? Anybody roll 20 to 15? 15 to 10.
Oh, 12.
12. So we got
At least
Sirach.
someone got something.
Sirach got a 12. Anybody roll from 10 to 5?
Yeah. I got a 7.
7.
I got a
for
5.
Baka. Theoden is a 5. And what is Pia?
He got a natural 1, so he's
1 plus 2.
It's 3. Okay, so now I'm going to actually roll something else. I'm going to roll for Harry. Harry rolled a 9, so I'll squeeze Harry in between Sirach and Baka. And with Harry will be Chester. So it's going to be Harry, Chester. And is there anybody else that's a combat pet yet? I don't think so. I think it's basically like cosmetic pets. The only combat pet is Chester, who is still under my control because he has not been completely drained yet. So I'm going to enjoy that. Okay, so undead go first. They spill in. Right now, how many undead are in the room? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I will say that 3 of them spill in and they take the same damage that you took because they're basically not watching out for their well-being or safety. So they take the 2d6 falling damage.
How big is this it's like area of spikes? How
20 feet by 20 feet.
Oh,
We're
20
gonna
by
lose these cubs.
Okay.
No,
So
we're,
let's
we're
see.
fine. They can't get to us.
21.
The undead can't get to us. They're falling into the spikes.
Okay. All right.
You gotta
So
come
you-
get me.
Yeah,
Oh,
we will
well,
at some point.
Jacob's about to get sole ownership of the cub.
Okay. So the undead,
Yeah,
three. So basically, you've got 6 undead total. 3 of them fall over, basically
Pick up
looking to
headset.
pursue, and they took damage falling down onto basically Theoden. One of them literally lands on you and drives you even deeper into the spikes, which was not good for you. Right? The other 3 have not jumped yet, but they're basically staring at the party from the other side of this chasm.
Dude, the undead did exactly what I wanted to do.
Okay. So
Son
now,
of a bitch.
Sirach, what would you like to do from the other side of this chasm?
I am going to take aim with my bow and try to take out one of the undead.
Go for it. One of them that are standing basically across from you.
Yes.
Excellent. Go for it. Roll for attack with your bow.
That will be a 16 to hit.
16 is enough to hit. No, I'm sorry. They're wearing
Oh.
armor. My fault. It hits them dead on, right in the center of the chest. The arrow skitters off the rotted and fucking decayed armor that chest plate that it's wearing. Ping. Sorry about that.
All right. I will fire another one.
Go for
That
it.
I know that it has armor.
Yes.
So that will be a 19 to hit.
19 is enough. With mistake you made with the first one, second one, you shot just a fraction higher, right into where the chest plate ends and the helmet begins in the throat.
All right. So that will
Attaboy.
be 10 points of damage.
10 points of damage, right in the throat. It's an undead creature. If it would have been humanoid, I'm sure it would have been much less happy. But someone who's undead doesn't need to speak anyway. So, all right. So it's injured. Is there anything else that you would like to do from where you're standing?
Bonus action cast Hunter's Mark.
Hunter's Mark, absolutely. So Hunter's Mark, since the 6 of these are very similar to each other, I will let the Hunter's Mark count for all 6. So you get that extra damage. But you got to remember, because I'll forget.
All right.
All right, so cool. So your turn is over. Now it is Harry and Chester's turn. Harry on a 18, 19, and 20. Harry rolls an 18. Outstanding. Harry grows a pair and decides to he looks at the mace, gets excited, almost jumps into the fucking chasm in order to save his friend Master Theoden, but then thinks better of it and decides that that's not really a very smart thing to do.
Harry needs to watch the Cubs. It's his only
Yes,
job.
he wants
Got
to
me. I
watch the
know he's
Cubs,
got me.
but he's so excited right now he's completely forgotten the Cubs. Let's see.
Yes,
So
yes.
he's going to cast a spell.
Save your boy, Harry. Save your boy.
Harry is going to think about the presence of the Platinum Dragon and how it makes him feel at peace. And something about the fact that he's in this place makes his connection to the Platinum Dragon even stronger.
I'm really
And
concerned.
he looks at Theoden down below and casts Bless on Theoden. He casts Bless on Sirach, and he casts Bless on Pia.
Yes, Harry.
So those 3 individuals have an extra D4, I believe, on their attack rolls and saving throws, if I'm not mistaken.
Nice.
If I have Bless correct. So for the balance of this fight, so long as Harry doesn't get killed, those 3 people, extra D4 to attack rolls and saving throws. All right, so his turn is over. Now Chester, let's see what Chester is going to. Oh, Chester is going to jump into, no, let me roll.
There you go.
I rolled a natural 20 with Chester. So Chester's smart enough to not jump in there and hurt himself. But what he's going to do is he's going to bamf, as blink dogs can, and bamf himself down to the bottom to protect his owner. So he's on the floor and he attacks one of the 3 that fell over. He rolls an 18.
Yes, my boy.
And does 4 points of biting damage to one of. He basically grabs the arm. Grabs the arm. Okay, gallery view. Let's put it back to the gallery view so we can see all of our wonderful faces. All right, so that's damage to the undead in the hole next to Theoden, who's holding an axe and fucking starts ripping his arm off from the socket. Baka, what would you like to do from your position?
Hey,
Or
is
like
there
to
any
steal
way?
something.
Is there any way I can get across the chasm? Of
Make
spikes?
a perception check.
I thought it was pronounced chasm.
Chasm. I don't know. It's tomato, tomato.
17.
Chadsum.
Chasm.
You're a
Chasm.
tomato.
So what did you roll?
17.
17. I would say with a 17, you notice that 20 feet across on each side of where the stone wall lifted up, like most portcullises, there's a gear on each side. So theoretically, if you had a way in which to throw something or attach something to the gear on either side of the wall and maybe swing across. But again, that's really the only thing that you could see at the moment. Just those two gears sticking out.
Okay.
There's nothing on the
I couldn't
ceiling
like
above you.
theoretically jump onto Theoden, jump onto the undead to get across.
Jump onto
So,
Theoden.
well, keep in mind, your movement is
It's an
normally
option.
your movement is normally 25 feet.
Yeah.
He's like 20 feet below you.
Oh, is he really?
And
Okay.
he's
I didn't know
he's
that
20
far
feet
down.
below you, and the other ledge is 20 feet across. So it would take probably,
Do it.
so you want to parkour
Yeah.
down. Let me get this straight. I want to visualize this because it's kind of cool. So you want to jump down into the spiked floor, but you want to jump onto Theoden.
Onto Theoden.
Onto Theoden, thereby pushing him even further into the spikes, and then using your weight to leap up and grab onto the ledge across the way.
That was the
Back up.
idea.
That's an exciting thing to do. You do wear the fact that
You're a Jacobs.
Baka, can I tell you something?
Damn. Oh,
Yeah.
I'll remember this.
I have a ring of feather falling. I was just gonna jump down and just make sure he was all right.
Oh.
That's not what he's trying. He's trying to kill me.
Oh, I know, but I'm trying to give him a reason to stay up here with the other.
No, it's
I
fine.
can
yes,
get
but
down
here's
there
but
safely.
in fairness, while this is fun, this conversation we're having, in the span of 6 seconds, it's kind of like metagaming. There's no way that
No,
Piano
I
will
know,
be
I
able to
know.
discuss
I
this
don't know
strategy
about
with
the
you.
feather
I
fall.
get it.
I don't know about that ring.
But right now, what you know is your gut instinct is I can make
will-
that fucking ledge if I
I
use
can
him
make
as a
it.
platform.
I don't want to do that though. It's fucked up.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I'm just gonna shoot with my
Do a flip.
my pistol.
What are you trying to make
And-
me sweat?
Boom! The
Uh,
gun is now empty.
19
It holds 2 rounds.
plus-
19 is a hit.
Plus
Well, how much
whatever.
damage do you do?
It's 1d8 plus dex plus level.
Did you shoot the one that Sirach hit with an arrow or one of the other 2 ones?
The one he hit with the arrow. 21 damage.
21 damage. Outstanding.
And bonus action reload.
Your bonus action reload. You now have 2 shells in the gut buster or whatever it's called. Boomstick. I'm sorry. The boomstick. Its head from the explosion shatters into 1,000 pieces, and the headless body falls over limp into the hole. One of the 3 undead has been destroyed. So now after Baka is Theoden. Theoden, what would you like to do? I need for you. You could do 2 things. You can either at disadvantage
Can't
use
do
your
much.
warhammer while you're impaled to beat the shit out of the undead that Chester is chewing on, or you can use this turn to use a strength roll to break free from this restraint, to lift yourself up off of these spikes.
Hammer, baby.
Okay, so I need a strike for the undead creature, but at disadvantage.
Yeah.
Although I think with the hammer you have plus 11. I think.
Yeah. It's a
Jesus. Plus
18.
11.
So it's an 8. Even at disadvantage, it's an 18, and 18 is what you needed to hit. So as you're spiked and impaled, you move around and you basically on the side of this thing's head as Chester basically is chewing on its arm. Roll for some damage for your double-handed hammer.
Double-handed hammer.
How is he swinging a hammer? when he's
7.
impaled?
It's not. It doesn't look very coordinated, but it worked. It's how much?
7.
7 points of damage with the hammer.
Yeah.
That's not possible because you
D10
have
plus 5.
D10 plus 5. No, you have at least plus 7.
Oh, plus 7.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
remember you're wearing the belt of giant strength, which gives you
Yeah.
plus 7 to your damage when you hit with it. Okay, so
But you did your
D10
homework, Matt.
D10 plus 7. How did you roll on the die?
2.
So 2 plus 7 is 9. So you
Yeah.
did 9 points of damage.
9.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah, that's better.
Because you have the spikes getting in your way, you know that if you had a full swing, you would have took this thing, you would have smashed this thing to 1,000 pieces. But the spikes that you're impaled on got in the way. But so it's you damaged it, but you did not kill it. Right now, there's let's see. So now, last but not least in the combat round is Pia, and then the undead go at the top of the combat round. Pia, what would you like to do?
Wait,
What?
Wait,
do I have a bonus action?
if it depends. If you have something that you can do, go for it.
Spiritual weapon.
You absolutely a spiritual weapon. You can make it appear. What does your spiritual weapon look like?
It looks like a giant a flail.
Nice.
Yeah, one of those.
Well, the one with the chains and the balls.
Yeah, and it's coming in and it's spinning.
Beautiful. Where are you setting it down? What is it attacking?
It's coming right down on the one me and Chester are on.
Got you. Go for it. Make a hit roll with it. Make sure you add your hit modifier. What'd you roll?
Natural one.
Okay, natural one sucks, but you never know. Well, probably not, because you probably have like a +4, +5 to hit or something, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's just say that it materialized in the spot, but you were afraid. The thing was,
It's not the spell attack bonus, right?
it's spell attack bonus. What is that, like +7, +8? What is it?
+7.
+7. So, but that's still an 8, and 8 is not good.
Yeah.
So, the reason why the flail didn't attack is because Chester was in the way, and it would have hit Chester. So it's almost as if it's the spiritual weapon did not hit.
Smart move.
So now, Pia, what would you like to do?
With my ring of feather falling,
Yes.
Ring of feather fall.
Yeah, absolutely.
I am going to jump down to
You
there.
jump and you very, very slowly and carefully make your way to the bottom, basically moving yourself away from the tips of the weapons, the spikes that are sticking up. So it's not a problem. You make your way to the bottom. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna Eldritch Blast one of them right in the face.
Okay, do you want to Eldritch
And the
Blast the
thighs.
one that is being chewed on by Chester, or the other two that are basically unharmed?
One of the other two that are unharmed.
Go for it. Go for it.
Okay.
Well, they're not unharmed. They got spiked, but they pushed themselves off the spikes.
Yeah.
Yeah, go
All
for
right,
it.
let me just pull this up real quick. Okay. So the first one I roll at 19.
19. Dark energy strikes true. Dark
and the
energy
other-
filled
the
with
oth-
maggots.
The other one's a miss.
The other one's a miss. Okay, let's roll damage for the 19.
All right, so the 19.
Purplish black necrotic energy fires out of Pia's hands.
I did 14 points of damage.
14 points of damage is not enough to destroy it, but it's certainly enough to make it really pissed off. And it's covered in maggots that's crawling around its body. And it's basically, you took a large chunk of its chest off, literally. If it was a living creature, this living creature would be a member of the dead, but this thing's dead already. It has not fallen yet. You have to basically destroy it in order to make it fall. All right, so Pia's done, unless there's a bonus action you'd like to take that I'm not aware of. Okay.
Nope.
So it's the undead's turn. Everybody make a perception check really quickly.
25.
No, I'm sorry. I apologize. Pia wouldn't make a perception check, and Theoden would not make a perception check.
Of course not, because I rolled a nat 20 anyway.
I'm sorry about that, but you guys are not in a.
Funny.
It's a perception check where you guys would not be able to see what you're perceiving. Those two, but I want Baka and Sirach to make a perception check from where you're standing.
25.
25.
22.
Perfect. So both of you see it very clearly. Remember I told you the door was rising up across from you and there are three of them standing there? You also notice two creatures in the darkness sticking to the roof like Spider-Man in the background.
Boy.
They seem to think that they're hidden, but they don't realize that you guys are unbelievably perceptive and you notice them. They seem to be waiting in there to strike when you guys make yourself across that chasm. Anyway, so now, having said that, those two creatures sticking to the ceiling do not act. They're hiding. But now the two that are across jump down, and they jump down looking to land on Pia. Let's see, but let me see what I got to do here. First of all, they take 2d10 damage anyway, 7 points each, because they jump down into a pit of spikes. So that's certainly not going to be pleasant for them. but they're going to attempt to jump on top of Piaf at disadvantage because it has a cloak of displacement. So the first one, oh my God, roll terrible, misses you. Second one, I rolled literally the highest I rolled on those 4 die is like a 9. It's not even close. So they jump down, and your cloak of displacement, Piaf, causes you to phase left, phase right, and then miss you completely and land on the spikes. Their turn is done. So Sirach and Baka, there's quote unquote nothing across from you, except for those 2 shadowy figures attached to the ceiling. Down below, there are the other 3. One of them is going to attack Chester. Let's see, with his axe. 2 swings with the axe. Let's see. Miss. Cocked. You know what? He tries to take the axe. He's on the ground. You smash in the head. Chester is bamfing left, bamfing right. Chester does not get hit by the undead creature that's trying to chop him in half with his battle axe. Okay. Then there's another one in that hole that has a 2-handed sword. It goes for.
Oh shit!
You're still stuck,
Yeah,
so I get advantage against a
Are you
Theoden.
scared?
No, my dog's gonna start yapping like crazy though.
Okay, Theoden is trapped on the spikes. He's impaled. He did not attempt to release himself. So one of the other
I was
undead
too busy swinging.
took a 2-handed sword and swung, and I rolled a natural 20. Now, that there's going to
Doesn't
be
hit.
well, it sort of does because it's basically
You don't have your
That's-
shield.
natural 20. Well, natural 20 is
It
definitely
wouldn't
a hit.
even be, yeah, even with my shield, it would have hit.
Yeah, it would have hit. So I'm gonna do the damage. 2d6 plus 3 times 2. 2d6 plus 3.
Fuck.
4 plus 6. 2d6 plus 3. So 4 and 3 is 7. 14 points of slashing damage. 14. Theoden. Now, Theoden, this is going to be our first time of doing this. I've got this beautiful little die.
He
Shit.
remembered.
The head.
Oh.
Go for the head.
Cocked. You know what? It did hit the head. Now, what I would do is what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually double the damage again because he nearly decapitates you. So actually, instead of 14 point, what did I say, 17 or 14? I think I said 7.
I
What
think
is
it said 14.
Okay, I'm going to double it to 28. So it's
I
28
heard
points of damage.
100 damage doubled.
14.
So basically, you take 28 points of damage. What are you down to?
24.
24. Well, you're not doing so well.
No.
All right. So that is one of them, and then there's a third one,
Oh,
if I'm
shit.
not mistaken.
Natural
Third-
20. Let's go, Chris.
Third one
Oh
is
my
going to go for.
God.
Third one's
Did
going to go for
Baka put
Theoden.
you up to this?
I rolled high, but I did not roll a natural 20. I rolled a 19 plus 6 is 25. So that's a 2d6 plus 3. So 11 points of piercing damage. And now the enemies, their turn is done. So 11, you must be in bad shape.
How much HP does he
Yeah.
have left?
I don't know. He's got to be in the single digits, maybe. If he's 24, I think he was 24
I have
minus.
11.
He's at 11 left.
12.
12 points left. Okay. Their turn is over. Now it is Sirach's turn. Sirach, what would you like to do?
Let's see.
Oh shit! I just realized that potion I gave him. He thinks it's a healing potion.
Yeah,
That is
well,
true.
like,
That is true.
Oh shit.
Well,
I got
since all
spells
of these
anyway.
undead have gone down into the chasm,
Yes. They have.
and I assume I could probably tell that Theoden's not looking so good.
Yes. He's getting the shit beat out of him. It's clear to see.
Yeah, I will start volleying
stuck
some
in
arrows
spikes.
down there.
Outstanding decision. Outstanding.
So first
careful,
arrow.
because I can't afford to get hit.
I'll be careful.
Don't roll a natural one.
Roll that one.
No.
Listen,
although,
Baka.
I'm just kidding. I really don't want you to die. It's
Yeah,
just-
because then you're the next one.
I put the next frontliner.
Sirach,
first one's not going to hit. It was only a 14 to hit.
14 is not enough. They're wearing like deteriorated plate armor.
Yeah. Second one to hit will be 26 to hit.
26 absolutely hits. Which one were you aiming at? Were you aiming at, there are two of them that you noticed that took damage. One is getting ripped to shreds by Chester, and the other one was hit by an Eldritch Blast from Pia. Which one you would have targeted?
I'll go with the one that's hit by the Eldritch Blast.
Gotcha. So now that one, how much damage did you do with your roll of 26? 25, 26?
That will be not the greatest damage. 8 points of damage.
It only had 7 hit points left. You hit it in just the right spot and the body falls apart. Obviously the armor was the only thing keeping it together. And maybe I imagine in my mind that there was a piece of leather armor holding the shoulder plate to the chest plate. You hit that, causing the armor to fall apart, and the bones fell apart with it. So it's gone. So that was the one holding the two-handed sword. The two-handed sword goes clattering away. All right. Is your turn over, Sirach?
Yes,
Okay,
it will be.
turn is over. Then now it's Harry and Chester's turn. Chester is going to continue to try to bite this thing. This time he does not succeed in ripping its arm off, but he's going to still continue to try. Let's roll for Harry. Harry rolls a 16. He gets scared. Harry realizes, oh my God, what the fuck am I doing? And backs off. All right. After the two of them is, oh, wait a minute, hold on. Let me roll for something. Hold on.
Oh.
Let's see. Which one?
Uh-oh.
Let's see. Which one? Let me get a 6-sider. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. The third one to be retrieved was the female. Okay. So one of the cubs, the female cub that was basically going to be the ward, kind of like the co-parents, which is going to be Pia and Theoden, jumps into the pit.
Oh.
The female jumps into the pit
No.
and takes.
No.
Can I try to catch it?
If it doesn't get
Okay,
killed.
make a perception check.
Oh, fuck.
Does bless count for that?
Why not? I'll let you do bless for that. Why not?
All right. So that's add a D4.
Add a D4 to whatever
He's
your
like-
roll is.
He's like, I really need D4 for this.
15.
All right, you know what? Well, here's the situation. It had jumped and was going to land onto a spike of 2d6 damage, and I had rolled 2 6s, and it was basically going to be, cat no more. So what I'm going to say is that in order for you to save the cat, you have to throw yourself between the cat and the spike, thereby doing half damage to you. Are you willing to take 6 points of slashing damage for this cat?
Sure.
You take 6 points of slashing damage and you catch the cat. What happens is that you lean back and catch it and almost semi-impale yourself slightly onto the spike. But the cat is saved. Cat has no clue that it did anything wrong. It's licking your face. So, all right. So they're done. Baka, you're next. What would you like to do?
Ooh, you saw
I'm
that.
gonna reprimand Harry. Harry, watch the animals.
I'm sorry. And I'll make a. Yeah, he watches the animals. He's gonna watch the other 2 cubs.
Harry, don't listen to him, Harry.
What's like to do,
Can,
Baka?
can I like stealth at all from the guys that are below? You know, like the ones with attacking Theoden?
I think you could. Hold on a second. Let me see something. There's nothing for you to stealth behind.
Like stealth, like maybe like hide behind the.
I'll tell you
the
what,
e-
I'll
the
tell you what.
Edge of the.
You're looking to get that bonus damage, correct?
Yeah. Basically.
Okay. So to get the bonus damage, you have to be hitting with advantage. I will say that they're basically in a tight spot, flanked, distracted by Theoden, distracted by Pia. So I will give you advantage on the roll and thereby also give you your sneak attack bonus. So you got it. You got it.
Sweet.
I mean, they're not going to pay any attention to you. They're going to pay attention to what's going on down there.
Okay. So I'm hitting with the boom shot again.
Boom, boom.
He points down into the hole. Boom! All your ears are ringing.
Ring. Ring, ding, ding.
What did you roll?
35 damage.
Oh shit.
So the one that's
35 damage.
So the one-
Damn.
the one that's on Theoden that was decapitating him.
Okay, so here's the situation.
And by the way, I rolled a like 27 to hit or something like
Oh
that.
no, yeah, I know. Obviously you hit. So I gave you advantage on the roll, so of course you hit. All right. So anyway, Theoden, this is what you see. You're still impaled. You're trying your hardest to push yourself off of the spikes, but then you get cut across your neck, and then that one is basically taking his spear, and he's literally about to stick it right. You see nothing but this undead creature 4 feet from your face, and the spear is going to go right through your head. You're basically saying to yourself, I'm going to say a prayer to Elune because this is it. It's over. And just as you say that to yourself, the head of the undead creature, boom, blasts off, and you see nothing but from the top of the thing, you see Baka pointing down, and you see him, and you're looking up at him like, oh shit.
Okay, Baka.
Yeah, you better remember that.
Now get me out of these sparks.
All right.
Chris, I don't have a bonus action, do I?
I think you do have a bonus action right now
Okay.
because you didn't need to use it to stealth or hide or anything, so you definitely do.
Well,
but what are you
shit.
gonna do
Well,
with it?
I was gonna try to throw my healing potion down, but
You
Pia's
can
actually-
drop a healing potion down. The question is what happens to it.
Yeah, Pia has his hands occupied with the cub.
Yes, he does.
I'm gonna yell, Pia, drop the cup. I got a healing potion, and I'll wait till the next turn to throw it down.
Got you. No problem. So Baka's done. Theoden, do you attack again from your compromised position?
I'm
or
trying
do
to
you
get
use-
out.
Okay, so you got to make a strength check to push yourself off the spikes. So just not a strength saving throw, a strength check.
6
But I-
plus 7.
6 plus 7 is 13. You successfully push yourself off of the spikes, but you lose your action this round. But I
Shit.
will allow you to attack with your spectral flail,
Okay.
the floating spiritual
Whichever
weapon.
one's closest to me.
The closest one to you is the one that's being chewed on, like a chew toy from
Yeah,
Chester.
that one.
Arr, 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 arr.
Get it. Ooh, 14 plus 7.
That's absolutely a hit. Roll damage.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Wait.
Roll your damage.
I got it. Sorry.
It's okay.
10 plus 3, 13.
13 is enough. The flail swings in the air, being held up by nothing, and comes down on its head, and it smashes its head flat. And what you would expect, fluid or blood or gore, you see nothing but a plume of dust. And the thing drops and does not act. And the dog looks up at you, goes, ooh. So, that's done. That one is finished. Let me cross that one off. Okay. We've got 2 left. 2 left. Not counting the shadowy figures in the room upstairs, but we'll one thing at a time. All right. After Theoden is Pia. Pia, what would you like to do?
I guess I'll aim for one of them.
Go for it.
Okay. So, all right. Let's see.
With both Eldritch Blasts?
One of them will get 2.
Okay.
So
One will get 2 Eldritch Blasts. Go for
yeah.
it.
So the first one hits at a 21,
That is absolutely a strike.
and the second one
Powerful miss.
13.
13. Second one was a 13?
Yeah.
13 is a miss, unfortunately.
Okay.
So only one of the 2 Eldritch Blasts strike.
And that does 10 damage.
10
Nope.
damage.
I'm sorry. Nope. 14.
14 damage.
Yeah.
Much better. Not
Yeah.
enough to between it impaling itself when it jumped down and your Eldritch Blast, it is fucked up, but it did not fall. It's not enough to fall. Pia, is there anything else you'd like to do before you turn us over?
Well, I'm assuming I listened to Baka and put the cat down.
Yes,
before
you
I
did.
that.
Absolutely. You
Okay.
put the little lion cub down. It's basically looking up at you, doesn't know what to do with itself.
Okay. I guess
With these adorable big brown eyes. Go ahead.
I'm gonna stay right where I'm at to prep for Baka throwing the potion down.
Outstanding. Turn is over. Undead's turn. I have 2 undead left. One is going to go for Chester. Rolls a natural one. Chester bamps out of the way. It falls over onto a spike, doing doing 5 points of damage to itself. Good job, Chester. And then the other one is going to go for Pia because Pia shot at it with an Eldritch Blast. I roll at disadvantage against Pia. And my disadvantage roll is an 11 and a 1, a natural 1. So obviously it completely misses you. And you know what? The natural 1, I'll do the same thing. Why not? Let's do it falls over trying to attack you and does 1 point of damage to itself on the spike. All right. Their turn is over. Sirach, your turn. 2 left, both damaged down below, 20 feet below you. Both Eldritch, both Hunter marked.
Yep. I'll go after the one that tried to attack Pia first.
Go for it.
Another arrow. 19 plus.
19 is a hit. 19 plus is absolutely a hit.
And that will be... Ooh. 16 points of damage.
Forget it. It's over. You
Very
basically you hit it right between the head and stuck it to the wall somehow, but maybe between 2 stones or something. Like you took like a power thing, poof, right to the thing. All right, so that's done. But you still get to go, don't you?
Yep, I'm gonna take another shot at the other one. That will be. Yes, dirty 20.
Dirty 20. This one needs 14 points to go down. How much can you do?
14 points. I can do 11 points.
11, so it's down to 3. Good job. Sirach's turn is over. It's now Chester's turn. Chester rolled a 20. Chester, how do you want to do this? Chester goes, "Arr!" Rips its balls off.
Yes.
It falls apart into 1,000
Chester,
pieces.
my boy.
Chester. Now, here's the situation. We're going to take a break, ladies and gentlemen, so that so those of us that are human beings in real life can go to the bathroom, get something to drink, make sure that the lightning storm outside has not caused a flood in the basement, whatever. We're going to be gone for about 15, maybe 20 minutes, but we will be back. I'm going to leave the YouTube stream on. I'll put a little sign in front of it that says we're on a break. What time is it now?
8:49.
8:49. Let's say 10 after 10.
10 after 10.
10 after 10. We will be back 10 after 10. 10.
No, you mean 10 after 9.
10 after 9.
10 after 9. That actually would be a really long
10
break.
after 9.
Yeah.
9:10. We will be back 9:10. Yes, 9:10. Oh my God. How is it that I do this? All right, so we'll be back. Keeping in mind that when we get back, the combat may continue because there are 2 shadowy figures 20 feet above, sticking to the ceiling. They think they're hidden, but both Sirach and Baka know of their presence. We will pick up where we left off at 9:10. All right.
Fantastic.
I'll be right back.
Well, that was a shit show.
I thought you were totally going to jump on top of Theoden.
It was really tempting, but I didn't know if I'd make the check, and I didn't want to fall in there with them. So.
No, that was specifically for Sirach. And you have
There's 2 extra, dude. What the fuck?
There
do you
was
think we're doing?
no. There was nothing was specifically for anybody. That wasn't even supposed to happen. You guys just made that shit happen.
And Sirach only got the first choice because
I
he
thought that was
literally the
planned.
combat ended right before his turn. That was the only reason.
No.
I
Those-
thought
Those 3 fuckers are in danger, man. I feel so bad for. If anybody's a lion lover on the stream, I deeply apologize for what's going to happen to these cubs. I sincerely apologize. So once Jacob fixes his camera, we'll get going because I don't know.
Ready?
Yeah, there we go.
There
Outstanding.
he is.
All right, you can sit back, but just tilt the screen lower or something.
I was just doing that so we could see the lightning on the camera.
Oh, okay. All right, just really quickly, you can continue to play because I'm just gonna give people who have just dropping in the stream now an idea of what the hell is going on. Our group, the Natural Ones, have been in search of the 6 dwarven legendary rune caves. They have explored 2 out of the 6. They are currently progressing through number 3, somewhere in the southern regions of the realm. There was a trap door in front of one of the entrances to the inner caves, revealing a pit of spikes. Our dwarf Theoden fell in, impaled himself, then got attacked, almost had his head removed from the rest of his body.
Just
But
about.
luckily, that did not happen. I'm sure that he's bleeding from every orifice. However,
Yeah.
Maybe he'll respect the rogue now.
perhaps, I highly
We'll
doubt
see.
it.
That's,
Yes.
that's a long shot.
You see, so half of the party is on one side of the gap, the 20-foot pit. The other two members of the party, Pia and Theoden, are down below, along with a lion cub that they just found, and Chester, the blink dog. And at this point now, what would you guys like to do?
Point out the other two shadow
Yeah.
creatures, but without actually pointing.
So
Just
yeah,
say-
so how exactly would you do this?
I would just say, guys, there's two unknown creatures on the ceiling across the pit.
And when you say that out loud to the other members of your party that are 20 feet below you in the pit, the two creatures, shadowy creatures that are stuck to the wall, basically go at
We
the
could have
gnome.
whispered it.
So they're, I guess that they're now aware of the fact they're not progressing towards you because, in fairness, they're in a position of relative safety. These
I
two
didn't know that
vampires
was a
spawn,
common.
and there's a gap in the entrance of the room that's 20 foot deep with spikes underneath it. So they're going to chill out until you guys decide to do what you want to do. So
So, just to be
I
clear,
need to heal myself.
who is underneath with me?
you and Theoden and the dog and
And I'm
gonna
a lion cub.
I'm
Put
gonna
the
do
mic a
mass
little
cure
closer to your
wounds.
mouth. Say again.
I'm gonna do mass cure wounds.
Mass cure wounds. Outstanding. How many people does that affect?
Up to 6 creatures.
Up
in
to
30
six,
feet.
within 30 feet. I would argue that everyone is within 30 feet. So
Yeah, so
That's cool.
everybody.
okay. So how much healing does each individual in the party get?
3d8 plus spell casting.
Which is, I think, 3 or
Plus
4
3.
for 3. Okay, so 3 8-siders plus 3, and let us all know what the number is.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 16.
16 points of healing damage from Ilune as snowflakes drop from the stone ceiling all around you. Very freaky event, but it makes you heal 16 points of damage. Who was damaged? I know that Baka was damaged, right?
I was
Yeah.
very,
I
very
was definitely damaged.
Okay, so add what you can, and now after you've done that, that only takes a few seconds. What would you guys like to do now? 2 of you are on top, 2 of you are on the bottom.
I have a question for
Yes.
the DM.
Go for it.
So, if I want to dimension door Theoden and I back up,
Yes.
does the lion, the cub, count as like a person? Because I can only bring me and one other.
It is a creature, so they would count as creatures. Yes.
Shit.
Yeah.
Theoden, you're stronger than me.
What?
You're stronger than me.
He could throw the cub up.
Throw the cub up to them, and I'll dimension door us back up.
Oh, okay. All right.
I could lower a rope.
Now
Even
fuck the
better.
rope. I'm throwing it.
Who's
Throw
catching
the
the
lion.
cub?
Why not?
Who's catching the female cub?
Yeah.
I have more
yeah.
reflexes.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you
dexterous
what. I'll
one
tell you what.
probably
So that Baka can get an advantage on the roll. Let's argue that both Baka and Sirach are like playing goalie at the edge of the what do they call it?
Yeah.
All right.
that's
So
fair.
Baka, roll with advantage for you or Sirach to catch the cub.
What am I rolling exactly?
I'd like you to roll a dexterity check first, just to know what the number is, because this is if you can catch it.
30-20.
Dirty 20. So I would argue that if Theoden has good aim, you're catching the cub. Period. So Theoden, how about a? I would like a dexterity check from you as well.
Oh.
I don't think this is a strength check. This is a little bit more delicate. You're gonna toss the cub
That
up.
cub is going right into the wall.
I do guidance on Theoden.
Man,
Yes, you can. Absolutely.
All right.
What's that? A D4?
You're rolling. You're gonna roll a d20, add your dex modifier, and also add a d4, and let me know what the number is.
Poor cub.
You don't have to roll super high, but don't roll low.
17.
17 is more than enough. You very gently toss the cub up. It floats up with its arms going like this. And there's that moment where it gets thrown up 15, 17, 19 feet and stops and seems to float in the air before it's about to fall back down and probably land on a bunch of spikes. But at that moment, Baka at the very edge of the ledge goes and grabs it. So
Oh, thank God.
yes, so you have the cub up on top. Chester, the blink dog, looks at you, looks at the and bamf, like Nightcrawler in the X-Men movies, and bamps himself up 20 feet up to the other ledge without anyone even asking him to. Chester is upstairs. He is on this side. Obviously, imagine a ledge, a space of 20 feet, 20 feet down with spikes, and then the entranceway to another corridor where the danger is. All right, so how are the other two getting up? Dimension door?
So before I do that, I wanted to poke around this area real quick, see if there was anything interesting or cool or useful, and two, if there's like a ladder maybe.
Absolutely. Make an investigation check.
There's
Not a
like
bad
a
idea.
ladder, maybe?
Not a bad idea. You never know.
Just a regular way to get back up.
I rolled a 12.
A 12. With a 12, first of all, if there was a ladder there, you probably would have noticed it with even less than a 12. There is not a ladder there. But it was a good thought. Who knows, right?
You do.
Search it, but however, with the 12, considering how low a 12 is, if there was a secret door or a secret passage, a 12 would be too low to
Or
find.
like a skeleton of somebody else
Well,
that fell for this trap.
I will definitely say that there are the skeletal remains of the how many? Actually, 6 of them that broke apart, and then there were 2 others in there. So these
There
are the
aren't
items.
any like old corpses in there from other people that fell for this trap.
At this point, it's kind of like the garbage compactor, in the original Star Wars movie, where there's like a whole ton of shit in the base, in the floor of this thing, up to like your ankles. And I'm not talking about liquid, but just you got to realize that there's skeletal bones and remains. Most of this stuff looks like complete garbage. What you kind of, if you take a few moments to sift through, and the only things that look remotely valuable is there are 2 hand axes, which, I mean, granted, they seriously need to be taken to like a blacksmith and cleaned up a little bit, but they're usable. 2 hand axes, a 2-handed sword, a spear, a short sword. I think there are pieces of like piecemeal of plate armor, but most of it is corroded and rusted. But you really, honestly, with the 12, you find nothing of value beyond just the obvious stuff.
Dang.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. All right.
Whatever.
Theoden, you ready to go up?
Let's go, baby.
All right. Screw it. So I'll open the dimension door and just
Pew,
back up there.
Dimension door grabs Theoden by what? What are you grabbing by?
My waist.
Grabs him
no.
by the waist.
I was gonna grab him by his beard.
Grab him by the beard.
Oh, you
Pull him into
jackass.
dimension door. Dimension door looks like a curtain, a green curtain that hangs in time and space with a circular toilet bowl motion of purple in the center. They step through and they exit. On which side? Which side are you exiting?
Whatever side the others are at.
Okay, so all 4 of you are on the opposite ledge with a 20 feet drop in front of you and the entranceway to the deeper chamber. What would you guys like to do now? You're all together, including the animals.
I want to make sure my new cub's doing all right and give him some food and pet him.
Let's go down the other corridor this time.
Well, to make it clear, there's so what you'd like to do is you'd like to back away and go to the T intersection and then go the other way?
Oh, great. Another shit we can run into.
Or would you like to figure out a way to go across?
We're not getting across that.
That's the issue. I don't know. How the hell are we gonna get across that? Yeah, any ideas?
Sirach has rope and there was some gears, but I don't think.
Rope.
I don't know.
Like, what am I gonna tiptoe across a rope? Huh?
How long of a jump do we have to make to get
It
over?
would be 20 feet.
20 feet.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
It's not that far.
And there's creatures across the.
Speak for yourself, elf.
Wait, before we make this decision, should we back up and see what's on the other side?
That's what I was
Well,
suggesting.
that was he was suggesting. If you'd like
Okay.
to, you can investigate the other side of the T intersection. It's up to
Thaden, you want to go first?
I went first last time.
No, I went first.
I'm
So
dying, dude. I'm literally dying. Give me
Sounds like-
that health potion and I'll go first.
You got a health potion I gave you. Remember I identified one for you, so you
Yeah,
have
but
it.
I don't trust you.
You don't know that.
I do know that.
I rolled.
After everything we've been
I won
through,
my
I
deception.
don't
You
trust
don't know anything.
You've established a firm distrust over time.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest.
Fuck
I
this.
hate to. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, he could still. You do genuinely believe, Theoden, that is a. You're more than likely believe that he was telling the truth.
Yeah.
But you can have a distrust of him in general.
Oh
So
yeah, I
that's,
do.
You know,
Like genuinely.
Well, I
Yeah.
was gonna help you out
It does smell a little off.
when you were still stuck on the spears, but now that you're unstuck, you can drink your own healing potion.
Okay. I'll remember that. That's all right.
so you
What-
so you're gonna drink
to
your healing
remember?
potion, Theoden?
I
I'm
used
not drinking the healing
I
potion.
used a greater elixir, greater healing elixir on you last time. I'm tired of using these health potions on you with nothing but distrust and you being a jackass to me in return. Like it's not right. So
We're gonna throw a potion. down.
Sirach is gonna toss Thaden a health potion.
Oh, thank you,
come on,
Sirach.
Sirach,
Thank you.
you're not. I'm trying to get a point across here, and you're just negating it by
point?
giving him.
A
Yeah,
point.
You're distrusting me, and I healed you with a greater elixir right in the volcano area.
But you said
when you
gonna
were
throw
grappled.
another one down.
But that's when he was stuck. He
A
was still
few
stuck.
acts of kindness does not make up for your ways.
What?
Yes. Let's face it. That's 100% true. How much do I get for this health potion?
It's just a regular one, so it's
What's that? I don't know what that-
2d4 plus 4.
I think it's 2d4 plus 2.
Oh, 2d4 plus 2. Sorry, my bad.
Thank you, my friend.
Well, I
Seven.
mean, you're the one drinking it, so you roll it.
Yeah, if you want to roll it, Theoden, you are drinking it, so you have the right to roll the 2 4-siders and then add 2 points.
5.
5 healing points. Gobble, gobble, gobble. You
Glug,
have now healed
glug,
5
glug.
points. Glug, glug, glug. All right, so what would the group like to do?
Let's just go check the other side before we risk our lives.
Yeah, let's go check the other side, but Pia's going first.
So the passageway is
Whoa,
10 feet
whoa.
across. You can go single file or you can go 2 across. It's completely up to you. So is it single file or 2 across?
I'll go first.
Okay, so Pia going first. Who is behind Pia?
I'm gonna stay in the back this time.
I'm the last person that should be in the front, but it's fine.
Pia is first. Who is second?
I'll go.
Rock. Okay,
So- So it is Pia, Theoden. who
Unless
is-
Sirach.
Yeah, then me.
All right, so we will go Pia first, Theoden second, Sirach third, Harry with the 3 cubs and the dog fourth, and Baka watching the rear of the line. Is that correct? Are we good with that? Or are we switching it around?
It's fine. I'll keep an eye
Awesome.
out on those things if they came across.
So you
or the ceiling.
backtrack the way you came around the turn, you reach the T intersection, and then you
God.
go in the other direction, this time to the right, for I would say about 60 or 70 feet before it makes a sharp left turn. Pia, you reach it first. However, everyone else is right behind you. What would you like to do, Pia, when you reach that left turn?
Can I peek my head over?
Absolutely. You peek your head over, and it reveals a blank wall.
Oh, another
About
blank
t-
wall.
about 10 feet. It's an L turn, and then what appears to be a dead end.
No, go back.
So he told you guys to go back. What would you?
Why- why would
Well,
I go back?
actually, should I push it?
Push what? Oh, there's another
Push
wall.
it.
It's another
Push it.
dead end.
Can you
Yeah.
just try to perceive if something seems out of the ordinary?
If I get an
Sirach.
I'm
apology
stepping
from
back. I'm stepping back.
if I get an apology from Theoden, I'll go first.
No. Hang on. Sirach. Do you
Okay.
have rope?
Wait a minute.
Sirach,
Yes.
you have rope?
Yes.
Can you I'm gonna tie it around my waist, and you guys just hold it, and I'll go.
Oh, that schmat.
All right. So
Use
Sirach
my-
ties the rope around your waist.
All right, let's do
Not
it.
gonna work.
Who's holding on to this rope?
Theoden probably.
What kind of
should.
knot did you use?
Absolutely. Sirach, what kind of knot did you use?
Trying to think of my knots.
A bow tie?
Just a regular slip knot.
Regular
A
slip,
slip
knot.
knot. God damn. God forbid that gets more weight on it.
I know, right?
Slip knot.
No,
So
I
no.
do
slip
have the
knot
feather
around
fall.
No, just
Pia's
regular
waist.
overhand knot. Regular overhand knot. Nothing fancy.
I have the
Do a
feather
little
falling
fisherman's
too.
knot.
I just don't
No.
want to have to dimension door back up.
Like you're tying on a hook.
Yeah.
So you're gonna put the
Well,
warlock
if you pull
on, a
on that,
meat
it'll
hook.
also cinch down.
Yeah, but unless you cinch it until that's true. Whatever.
I just don't want to dimension door back up if I fall. Like I can feather fall down anyway, but still.
All right. So you are at what you would consider to be the right before you make the turn. You're tied up around the waist. Who's holding the other end of the rope?
Theoden probably should.
Yeah.
Theoden's holding the
Theoden
rope.
and Sirach.
Theoden is, yeah.
Theoden and Sirach are holding the rope,
I can't
Mhm.
believe
and they're allowing
Fighting.
you to move forward. What do you do, Pia?
All right, I'm gonna. If I pull on the rope, guys, you guys just pull me the hell out of there. Got it?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna slowly make my way up and just push that wall again.
Okay. As you move forward, I'd like you to make a dexterity saving throw. Pia.
We all know this is coming. Come on, Jacob.
He's clapping.
Mhm.
We're on a team.
6.
How you guys know what I go
He
through all the
rolls
time?
a 6 for his dexterity saving throw. So here's what happens. As you progress forward, when you get within about 6 inches of the door, you accidentally step on something and you hear a click.
Click.
And at that moment, you look to the left, you look to the right, you look up, you look down, and the floor drops out, revealing a pit of spikes very similar to the one on the other end of the T intersection.
Who would have thought?
The good news is that you have a rope tied around yourself that I'm sure is they're only giving you maybe 5 or 10 feet of leeway. So what I need is I would get a strength roll with advantage because 2 people are holding onto the rope. So let Theoden make a strength check with advantage.
With
So
advantage.
basically it's a
got it.
D20 plus your 7 because you're wearing the giant strength belt. But you roll twice, take the higher of the 2, plus 7.
Yeah. 18.
18. You must have rolled really low. But 18 is enough. 18 is enough to prevent. Maybe there was a little slippage, a little bit of slippage, but
a little bit.
a little bit of slippage. But however,
Singed a little bit.
you're a
It's
little.
all right, though.
It's not beyond the strength of both, giant strength dwarf and half elf to hold onto this rope. But maybe you were surprised by how quickly the ground's dropped. And in any event, no damage to Pia because you decided to do the rope. It's very smart. Without making a roll, it'd be very easy for you to pull him back up. You guys want to do that?
Yep.
Okay,
so- Reel him back in.
maybe.
So you reel him
Maybe.
back in, you pull him up on this side. Pia, you've taken no damage. You have the rope around your waist. You are on this side of the ledge. 20 feet in front of you, the door starts to open very slowly on a gear, as if it's a
Ooh.
automated portcullis. Door opens up, very similar to the other side, 100 feet away. And you look in and you hear, and you see the 2 dudes that were stuck to the ceiling over on the other side crawl across the ceiling, and now they're perched on the ceiling in the corner looking at you. 2 entrances to the same room on each side, same trap, both sides. Nothing separating the 2 once into the room. It's just a wide room with 2 entrances on a T intersection.
Guiding bolt, baby.
So you want to attack them from the distance? You can, absolutely. Why the hell not?
Yeah.
Gotta
fuck.
get in there at some point.
We got all rangers except for Daka.
I have
You know what?
a
Why
short
not?
bow
I'll
and-
allow without even doing an
So.
initiative roll. I will allow you to do your guiding bolt. So does guiding bolt hit 1 or 2? How does it work?
I
I
think it's
focused
just
on
one.
just one. All right.
Yeah.
So there's a male and a female. Which one are you attacking? The male or the female?
The female.
Okay. What's the range on the spell?
It's 120.
Oh, easy. Absolutely
Yeah.
easy. She's in your sights. You ask permission for your god. Could you see that thing over there? Hit it with a guiding bolt. And Illume says yes. So what I'd like you to do is make a roll plus your spell adjustment modifier. So D20 plus what?
14.
14 total. 14
Fuck.
is not enough. Radiant energy comes from the ceiling as if the ceiling was the
Damn.
sky, but the demon spawn or whatever this thing is, this female thing, jumps down to the ground and dives out of the way and is not damaged.
That's bullshit.
Yeah. But that now we should start an initiative roll, a new initiative roll, because combat is about to begin. Roll a D20, give me your initiative modifier. Let's find out what's going to happen.
Nat 20.
Excellent. All right. So get your number, hold on to it for me because I got to do a roll call. All right. So
Roll call.
So I rolled a 12 for the vampire spawn. And the only reason why I'm telling you vampire spawn is because in the second rune cave, you encountered a creature very similar to this. That time there was one, now there's two. Vampire spawn is a 12. You knew what it was then, so you know now. Who's higher than a 20? Anybody?
22.
Yeah, right.
22 is both of you?
Yeah, that's weird.
Cool. Who's got the higher dexterity between you two guys?
I am
On me, +3.
+2, yeah.
Okay, so we'll go Sirach first, then Pia. Both of them
21.
at 22. 21 is Baka. You guys are the kings of initiative. Who else have I got left? I got Thaden left, right?
Yeah, I got a 18.
18.
It's a
Thaden.
bad sign. We're gonna roll like shit this fight.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm gonna roll
When
for
do
Harry.
we ever not?
Yeah,
Harry
we got it out
and
of
the
way now.
menagerie. Harry and the menagerie is 10. So HH plus pets is a 10. All right. So now that the combat has begun, the wheels of combat have been put in motion since the guiding bolt struck. Sirach, you get to act first. What do you like to do? Again, there's a 20-foot gap in front of you separating you from the two vampire spawn.
Considering how well Baka did earlier, I'm going to pull out my own boomstick. And I will fire at one of them.
Fire!
That will be a 23
Oh, yeah.
to hit. Okay.
Oh, yeah. 23. Absolutely. So, boom! You notice in the distance, even though it's shrouded in darkness, you see the reaction from the creature. You don't see blood or gore, but you see, the body struck by some kind of projectile. How much damage?
That's 14 points of damage.
14 points of damage. Got it.
Okay.
Okay. And that was the male or the female? Just curiosity.
The female.
Female. Got it. Okay. So it is struck by the weapon, by the projectile firearm. Is your turn over?
Nope. I will fire again.
It holds two
Second
rounds.
attack.
Boom. Boom. Roll it.
That's an 18 to hit.
18 does hit the vampire spawn. Roll for damage, please.
This time it will only be 11 points of damage.
11 points of damage. Okay. Do you have any other kind of actions, movements, something you'd like to do? I mean, obviously
Hunter's
movement
mark.
is limited, but
yeah, I'll Hunter's Mark.
Hunter's mark for bonus action.
Yeah.
Vampire spawn has been marked. Excellent. Your turn, I'm assuming, is over unless you want to, I guess,
Yes.
you can still move, but, you have the
No, I'll
options to
stay
go.
where I am. and
Okay.
Reload next turn.
Okay, so Pia, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna use my wand of fireballs.
Wand of
Oh,
Fireball.
that escalated real
Careful
quick.
with that thing.
Tell me how you'd like to use the Wand of Fireballs.
So I'm gonna take it off of my little belt.
Okay.
Okay.
and then I'm going to take my firepower and like shove it into the wand, swing the wand like a baseball bat, and that sends the fireball hurling.
Nice.
towards the
So
enemy.
now, obviously, a normal fireball is 8d6, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
Are you spending more charges, or are you just
I'm
going to
gonna
spend the one
do
charge?
2 charges and
2 charges. So that'd be 9d6.
Yep.
So 9 6-siders. I'm going to roll a dexterity saving throw. What is yours, 15 or 16?
16.
So I got to beat a 16 to succeed. I rolled vampire spawn. That's a fail and a fail. They both fail completely unexpected. They had no idea what you were about to do and are completely unprepared. They take full damage, 9d6.
Ooh. Beautifully done.
Massive thermonuclear explosion, mushroom cloud style, smoke,
37
ash.
damage.
How much?
37.
37. That they do not look happy.
Boom. Boom.
Okay, they do not look happy. They are not dead because they are powerful creatures, but they do not look happy.
AI.
They're going to have to replace their outfits once this is over, provided that they're still, unalive. How would you say it? I don't really know, but
Are
whatever.
they technically classified as undead?
They're classified as undead. Yes.
It's a shame they weren't in range of my new weapon.
Well,
Oh,
Well, go
what
up
a
there.
tragedy.
figure out a
Yeah.
way. Figure out a way.
That's
God
So-
forbid.
So Pia is. I'm assuming Pia is not going to move from his spot.
No.
Pia has used his action. How many charges does the wand have now?
5.
5. Gotcha. Keep track of that, please.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
got it.
So now, Baka, what would you like to do?
Yeah, is it possible I can like with between like the smoke and the fireball and I'm in the back, I can get a stealth shot off?
Make a stealth check. I'll make a perception check.
Right. 25.
They both failed their perception check, and yours with the 25. I will allow it if you use the hide action as your bonus action.
I will.
Done deal. So you are hidden either behind
get
someone. The
advantage
smoke,
too?
you get advantage, and you get the sneak attack damage on this first. Attack.
I'm gonna attack the male.
The male. Got it.
Because
With what weapon?
Female with
What
the boom
weapon?
shot. Yeah.
Boomstick.
So
Oh,
11 plus 8, 19. to hit?
19 does hit. Yes.
Okay.
Boom! In this enclosed chamber,
Sorry.
your ears are ringing from these shots and these explosions.
22. 36 damage.
36 points of damage. Oh my God. Let me tell you something. The male, you knocked him clear off the wall. He hits one of the bookcases, one of the stone bookcases. The bookcase falls down, makes a loud crash. He falls on the ground. You thinking to yourself, he must be done, but he does get up. So he's not quite yet dead. But what he looks pissed.
And I want to turn to my new line cup and say, look at Papa. And give him a thumbs
You
up.
didn't cast a spell, so it doesn't respond to you, but it looks entertained. So,
That's fine.
so now your turn is over.
Take what I could get.
Yep.
All right. So Baka's done. Theoden, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna try guiding bolt again.
Guiding bolt. Which one? The male? The male looks much more fucked up than the female.
Yeah, I'll do the male.
Go for the male. Guiding bolts. Roll to hit. It looks like it might be low.
17.
Oh, 17 hits. Come on. They're not wearing armor. Of course, 17
okay,
hits.
okay.
To roll your damage for your guiding bolt. How much is the guiding bolt damage?
4d6 plus my plus 3. No,
Guiding bolt from a loon against the vampire
just 46.
spawn.
Just 46.
This is not going to go well for the vampire. It's going to be like a sunny day. It's not going to be good.
13.
Hey, yeah. He had 9 hit points left. Imagine, a vampire in its lair. Exactly. You'd open the door, the sunshine comes in, it bursts into flames, falls on the ground, dead. The female screams, "Ah!" Obviously, it was its mate, so she is not happy. It is her turn
Motherfucker.
now. She jumps across the chasm, 20 feet,
Oh, shit.
and she jumps
Oh,
at.
shit.
Let me see who she jumps at. Let me put this back on gallery view. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She jumps at Theoden. Jumps at Theoden. Let's see if I can roll to hit you with this attack. She gets a claw and a bite. So let's go to claw first. Shit, the claw, obviously she bounced off of your armor because that shit is not a good roll. That's like a 16. 16 doesn't hit you, does it?
No.
Well, let me ask you a question. Here's a question. What's your armor class with your shield?
19.
What's your armor class without your shield? 17?
17.
Either way. I was imagining that you don't have your shield equipped at the moment.
I
But
don't.
17 is still better than 16, so you're good
Yeah.
to go. So she scrapes at you across your metal armor, and then she goes to bite you with her vampiric bite.
Be gone, bitch.
This time she rolls a 19, though. So 13 plus 6 is a 19. She hits you. Let's see. Where is it? How much? There we go. The bite is 2d6 plus 4. No, 2d8 plus 4. I'm sorry. I apologize. 2d8 plus
That's how come.
8 plus 4. 12 points of biting damage. 12 points off of Theoden. And I want Theoden to make a Constitution saving throw.
A Constitution saving throw.
Yes, please.
10. 13.
13. Okay, here's what I need you to do. I just did 12 points of damage, right?
Yeah. I got
What
it.
is your maximum health? 70 something, what, 70, 80? What is it?
84.
84 minus 12 is 72. In the box somewhere underneath where it says temporary hit points,
Yeah.
you write the number 72.
Well, I have 11 left.
No, I know that. You have 11
Oh,
left. But
okay.
in that box underneath it, I want you to just write 72.
Okay.
Okay, I'll explain what that means later. Okay. All right, so,
Vampire.
okay.
Yeah.
So now
72 hours would be a vampire.
okay, so
Cleric.
now next is that was the female's bite and claw, and the male is already fucking dust at this point. So their turn is over. Now it is time for Harry to see if he's brave. He rolled a 12. He's shitting a brick. When she jumped across the chasm, he pissed himself and ran the other direction, leaving the three pets by themselves.
Oh my God, Harry.
Let's see. I'm gonna go with the pets. Let's go the dog first. Let me see. The dog Chester sees that Theoden was attacked and immediately goes "Arr, arr, arr, arr," and
That's
jumps
my
forward
boy.
and goes to bite the vampire spawn, and the vampire spawn turns around, she smacks it in the face, goes "Arr, arr, arr," and gets skitters across the ground. But doesn't seem to have done any damage to Chester. Just seriously pissed it off. He's done. Now the three pets. Let's see. The first one is Syrox. It's fine. Next one is
Bacchus.
Bacchus. Fine. Third one. Oh, natural one. Third one
Again.
jumps, falls, pushed. You name it, doesn't really matter. The point is that the group owned third female cub yet again fell in. The cub only has 5 hit points.
Is there no reaction we can do to this? Like absolutely none.
It's not really. I mean, it's kind of everything kind of happens at once.
I
It's one of
know.
those deals where it jumped across, landed on him. For you to notice this would be really, I mean, I'll tell you what. Let's do this.
I mean, I don't have a
let's do this.
reaction.
No, let's do this. Let's
Well,
do this.
I do have a
This will be
reaction,
fun.
like, uncanny
This will be
dodge or
fun. This will be
animation.
fun. Let's make it fun. So, Baka, give me a perception check at disadvantage to see if you notice it fall in. Perception check, disadvantage.
14.
14.
Disadvantage.
Okay, with a 14, I was thinking 10 or higher. With a 14, you notice the lion cub about to fall over. Now I need a dexterity check. It's going to be a very high DC at disadvantage to skitter over and grab the thing before it falls in. Disadvantage.
It's oh, never. Wait, dexterity check,
It's a dexterity check,
not saving throw.
not a saving throw. Dexterity check at disadvantage.
It's 14 again.
14 is not high enough.
I know it wasn't gonna
You
be.
jump on the ground, you sweep across, and your hand just misses it as it falls over to the side. And
No!
Yeah, you don't want to look. Don't look.
Ah,
Just don't look. You right now you're dealing with the vampire spawn. Don't look. All right. So now, next up is Sirach. Sirach, what would you like to do? There's
well,
only the female. The female is a mess.
I'm gonna put 2 more rounds into the boomstick.
Okay.
And then cock it and fire.
Go for it. So bonus action is the reloading, and
Yep.
the action is the firing.
16. That's a 22 to hit.
22 to hit. That is a hit.
And then that's gonna be 20 points of damage.
20 points of damage. Boom! You blast it with
Oh.
20 points of damage. It makes
Actually,
a whole
Hunter's
sorry.
mark, I forgot.
Yeah, the hunter's mark.
22.
22. Okay. Now here's the interesting thing. This is the second, third, fourth time that you've shot these things. Now your shot are at close range. You see no blood, you see no gore, you do see impact damage, but it doesn't seem to hurt this thing as much as you think it should, considering it was a point blank shot. You don't even need a perception roll. You're like, that should have like took this thing and knocked it back, and it just didn't do as much as I thought it should. So again, you file that away and decide what you want to do with that. Okay, so next, Pia, what would you like to do? Baka
Okay.
on deck.
I'm still in range of that female, right?
Yes, you are.
All right, I'm gonna just Eldritch Blast
Go for it.
double. So first one is I'm sorry, I'm a mess right now.
We see that.
Yeah. Ooh, a 23,
23 definitely hits.
and then
Roll for damage, just for shits and giggles.
Okay, and I did the other one was a
Just for
25.
ha-has.
Just for ha-has. Roll the
The
damage. Let me
first
know how
one
much it is.
does 6 points of damage,
Okay, 6 points of damage.
and the second one does 13 points of damage.
Okay, the necrotic energy, the purplish black energy fires out of your hands, foom, foom, and it looks like you basically just gave her like a bath. She loves it.
Oh,
She smiles and she laughs. Right, she takes the maggots out of the stream and eats them. Eats them. Doesn't seam to have done any
Damn.
damage. She seems to like necrotic energy.
Ooh.
So
Hmm.
So anyway, next, your turn is
Sucks.
now done. Baka, what would you like to do? Baka, you right now at the moment you're lying on the ground. You don't really have to worry about movement because you figure like you've got. I mean, shit, there's not far that you could really go. You want to use half your movement to get up?
yeah.
Okay, so you get up. What would you
So
like to do?
how far exactly is the vampire from me?
10 feet.
10 feet. All right, I'm gonna yell at Pia. Pia, please watch the rest of the animals, and then I'm gonna
Watch
move
my
in.
kittens.
Watch them.
And I'm gonna move in with my attack with my rapier and my new sword.
The historian sword is your offhand.
Yeah, I had to write it down. Yeah, the
Poof, poof.
historian.
Beautiful. Give me some hits on this thing.
Fuck. 5 plus was it 10? Yeah, so 15.
15
rapier.
is its armor class. Even though you were a little you're a little upset and distracted about the cat falling over into the pit, which kind of threw off your coordination a little bit, but you still hit this fucking thing. So absolutely, give me the damage for the blue rapier.
And it was a 14 plus 9 to the other one.
For the other one, so hit with both.
Okay. So the rapier hits 3 plus 7. 3 plus 7, so 10 damage.
Okay, done.
And then this one it's undead, right? So it takes extra 2d6.
Yes, for the other one, it takes an extra 2d6. So I'm thinking it's like 3d6. I think.
Yes,
total.
3d6 total. Plus 1. Oh, that's a 6. Oh, I got 18. Yeah, just making sure.
That's okay. Let me know what you got. I know you have a plus to it.
Yeah, 18. It's 19 damage.
19 damage. Okay, cool. Obviously, slice. You notice that your weapons glow when it strikes into this
Wait.
vampire spawn.
19. Oh, I didn't do my plus 5. So
24.
yeah, 24.
Okay, cool. So that's an extra 5 points of damage. It all counts.
Yeah, I don't have it written down right now. I gotta.
That's
write it
okay.
down.
Don't worry about it. No big deal.
Finishes.
So you strike it down twice. Theoden, you're next. What would you like to do, Theoden? With the vampire on deck.
Theoden would. Shit.
like to steal something.
No, that is my job.
I'm just gonna do mass cure wounds again.
Mass cure wounds.
That's
Outstanding.
my last 5 spell slot. But
Okay, last 5th level spell slot, mass cure wounds. It affects everyone within range.
Including the vampires.
No, not the vampires. I think you can exclude her.
yeah.
So how much how much healing does everyone get from Elun's Grace?
Elun's Grace gives everyone 3d8s.
+3.
+3. Give it to me, Elun. Nice. 14 plus 8 is what?
22.
Plus
+3,
three.
25.
25.
25 points of healing
Not
to everyone
bad,
who needs it.
Elun.
Other than the female vampire, who you notice as the turn ends, she seems to have some sort of healing factor herself. She's very Wolverine-like. You
Oh,
see some
shit.
parts of her skin that's been ripped start to seal back up. So she's no joke. The nuclear explosion was what took her partner out. So but before the turn ends, Harry gets to be brave and come back. He rolled a 16. He needs a 17. He needs an 18, 19, and 20. He does not act. He's still terrified in the corner. He ain't afraid of no ghosts. And then now the Chester is going to attack her. Chester rolls a 18. So Chester bites her, but his jaws are not magical, and she's immune to non-magic weapons. So therefore, Chester annoys the vampire's spawn, but does not take any damage. And then the 2 remaining fuckers, let's see, since Harry ran off, the first one is Sirach's. Fine. The second one is that one. Fine. Okay. So the other two basically stay away from the pit. Let's go top of the combat round. Sirach, what would you like to do?
Let's see. How far away is she from me?
10 feet.
10
The only
feet?
one
Okay.
the only one she's adjacent to is Theoden at the moment.
Can I position myself to have advantage with Theoden attacking?
I would allow it. You can go behind her. Why not?
All right, I will go behind her.
Flanking.
Yeah, I will flank, and I
Flanking.
will pull out my short sword and rapier.
Are both of them magical?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Let me know what you do.
First will be the short sword main hand.
Short sword main hand.
That's 18 plus 7 to hit.
Absolutely a hit.
That'll be 10 points of damage.
Don't forget your hunter's mark.
Oh, yep. Thank you.
You're welcome.
That will be 13 points of damage.
Okay. Gotcha. Down to
Uh,
21.
Rapier will be offhand. Good thing I have advantage.
Yes, you do.
That will be a 17 to hit.
17 hits. Armor class is 15.
Okay, and then that will be another 10 points of damage.
21 minus 10 is 11. 11 hit points left.
Let's see if my main hand again can finish it off. 17 plus,
Is a hit.
and that will be a total of 13 points of damage.
13. You've sent it to. Is there any particular way you'd like to end this fight? Because you have the final strike.
Just
Attaboy.
slash, and then just decapitate. Since we
The
almost
head-
lost it in that way.
The head flips around and it lands in the pit and lands on a spike in an odd fashion, and the body topples after it. And now the fight has come to a conclusion. You have a chance to take a breath and relax and settle in, let the adrenaline drop, and decide what
Chris.
you want to do next. Yes,
I want to walk up to Harry and punch him in the face.
no problem. You walk up to
What?
Harry, make a strength, a roll, make a roll and add your strength. modifier.
Why?
Because he ran away and let the fucking animal die.
He rolled bad.
Yeah, it's not my problem. Strength. It's 18.
18. What is your strength? Just out of curiosity.
It's a 12 plus 1 modifier.
+1 modifier. So you do 2 points of bludgeoning damage to Harry. Oh,
I wanna-
what'd
I
you do
wanna-
that for? Don't hit me again.
Because you're such a coward, Harry, the lion ran off and died and fell into the pit.
I'm gonna point my
Find your
wand
fucking
at
balls.
Baka. Like, keep it up.
You had one job.
I didn't mean to do it.
Yeah, well, what are you gonna do when Thaden falls into the pit and dies because you weren't watching him? It's the same
Hmm.
thing. He was the lion may be new addition to our group, but he was part of our group.
Baka.
I was just afraid. I was
Well,
afraid.
Find your courage.
Harry, don't mind him.
What? Yeah, what the
Don't
fuck are you
mind
talking
him.
about?
Watch it. And I'll point my wand of fireballs at him.
At me?
Yep.
Oh yeah? I'll
Don't
point
do
my-
it, 'cause
I'll point my
burn
rapier
all-
at you.
I'll burn all of us down to the
Guys,
ground.
I don't want to. Please. He
Jacob,
likes
you know,
fire too
you know
much.
I will be the one to live out of all of us.
He
right
likes
here.
fire too much. Don't piss him off.
That was your
Do it.
pet, Jacob.
It was my fault. It was my fault. You're absolutely right, Mr. Gnome. It was
How
my
do the
fault.
other
I
how do
should've
the other
saved him.
2 lions react?
It wasn't
Yeah.
my idea to take the lion.
Do they know?
So, you know what?
They
It's fine.
they seem to not have noticed. Go
Hmm.
figure. You know.
Hmm.
I mean,
I'm gonna pick up my lion and start
Um,
petting it.
I was just saying,
comforting it.
I'm gonna distract mine by making
Right.
sure it stays by my leg.
absolutely. And it curls itself around your leg and like most cats do. And yawns and looks up at you with big brown eyes. And yours, are you gonna cast a spell or talk to you?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Do you have food? I'm hungry.
Okay, here you go, Ari.
Ah, thank you. Thank you.
That thing's
Thank
gonna kill
you.
you.
Where's my sister?
She ran away. I don't know where she went.
Okay,
Okay.
that's cool.
She's a big girl. She can take care of herself. But I get to take care of you.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Don't
she,
don't run away
Ari
from
is
me.
complete. Ari is completely like oblivious. If you could speak to the older one, perhaps you might get a different response. Perhaps I don't know, but
Well,
you know.
Sirach, do you want me to talk to your cub for you?
No,
I'm not talking to Sirach.
I know.
No, he seems okay.
All right. So
We'll let him be.
so what would you guys like to do now that you've settled in?
We can use that rope trick to try to get us all over into that room.
Describe the rope trick. I don't remember it.
Tie like one person at a time, tie it around our waist, try to make the jump, and if we make it, great. If we don't, we'll be relatively safe. Got any better ideas?
Well, let me see. I'm actually going to look up in the player's handbook. I think the distance of a jump is based on your actual score in feet. I think.
I'm sure it is.
I think it is. I'm just going to look up.
That makes sense.
Like jumping, like for instance, if you have like a 15 dexterity, you could jump 15 feet, I think.
Yeah.
But I mean, but that doesn't necessarily, let me actually look on the phone. Phone will be quicker than player's handbook. But you guys discuss it while I'm looking this thing up.
All right. So we're trying to get over these spikes, basically, right?
Yeah, but we can't take our animals. We need to make it a way so we can bring the animals across. We could jump down to the pit and start chopping down the spikes and
Make a
Just-
bridge.
I don't know if that will work, but maybe make a makeshift ladder.
Ooh. How though?
We have rope. We have wood and spears essentially with spikes. We just stack them, tie them. We could
Okay.
or we could try. I don't know if the
So go. You're
dirt
saying
down
go.
there, but
You're
we could-
saying go down, across, and up.
yeah, basically. Or we could try to like, chop off the spikes and then like shove them into the wall and kind of try to create like almost like
Pegs.
pegs. Yeah.
All right. So just to
I'm
give you a
down with
heads up,
going down, across, and up. That's probably
if
the
you're going to
easiest
go
way.
down and cross and up, it's academic anyway. But just to give you a heads up, if you're going to do a long jump, if you have 10 feet to run, then when you jump, you can jump the length of whatever your strength is. So theoretically,
Oh fuck.
Theoden can jump 24 feet because he has 24 strength.
And it's a
Yeah.
20-foot jump,
It's
right?
a 20-foot jump.
Oh, I'm jumping. Give me
I
the
knew you were going
rope.
to say that.
Give me the rope and I'll tie it over here.
All right.
I mean, I hate to screw up your plan. Your plan sound interesting, but it's the truth is he's wearing a
Well,
belt.
what are
of-
we gonna tie the rope to on this side though?
Something
That's-
I'm
in
like
that
the
room.
Hulk.
That's interesting.
We need something to
There's
hold the
gotta
weight.
be something in that room. If he wants to tie it. in there.
Or
Or we just let him jump across and we can just climb up from the bottom.
yeah, and I can pull
the
you
pit.
guys up.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But we have to get to the
Seems-
bottom of the pit without getting impaled.
That is true. Getting
So-
down into the pit initially is
So
probably the trick.
I'll all right, here's what we'll do. I'll hold the rope, you guys climb down. And then once you're all down, I'll jump over and we'll just do it again.
Okay. Spare.
Bada bing, bada boom.
So,
Wow. Theoden, the fucking voice of reason.
voice
Coming
of
through,
reason.
baby.
Theoden,
Once.
the voice of reason.
Whatever you're drinking, keep doing it.
So,
Heineken.
so be very specific,
Non-sponsored
Theoden.
Heineken.
Be very, yeah, please. We got to be careful with those product placements. As it
Yeah.
is, when I have a T-shirt with like a symbol on it, like I see a symbol here, I got to cover it.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Taco Bell. Product placement with Taco Bell.
please don't make me hungry. All right. So,
Wish we did.
so what exactly are you doing, Theoden? Tell me.
I am holding the rope
Gotcha. You have it in your hand.
and I'm gonna let them climb down one by one.
Well, how you're still on this side. Tell me what you're doing to start.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm holding the rope so they can climb down on this side.
Okay, so they've
And
one at a
then-
time. Does everyone climb down on this side?
I'll feather down.
Okay, so check this out. So Pia feathers down. It would be very easy enough for Sirach and Baka and Harry to get down. The blink dog, if you succeed on your animal handling check, can blink himself down, or theoretically blink himself across.
The lions can't.
What about the lions? What are you gonna do with the lions? Because the cat and the weasel would be easy enough for you to maybe kind of shimmy down with the cat and the weasel, Baka. But the lions are kind of big for that.
Fuck the lions.
Well, let's put it this way. I would say this. So you have two lions, right?
Sirach can throw his on his shoulder and then we're good.
Sirach, one
Well-
lion on his shoulder. What about the feather falling person?
I'll
You
hold
can-
one.
You can hold
Okay,
one.
I'll admit that with feather fall you can hold one of them. You feather fall down with one, and
You
then the
wanna
other
hold-
one. Who's holding the other one?
Do you want to hold Sirach's because his is technically bigger? Just
Whatever.
I don't know.
Well, can I hold one while I jump?
No,
If you hold one when you jump, you have to make a success roll.
he's not holding mine.
Yeah, fuck
Jacob,
that.
Pia can hold mine when he.
I'm not
feathers
risking
fall.
that.
All right, so Pia gets one down. Who's holding the other one as they climb down into the pit?
I'll take the other one.
Yeah. I
So you
think
take
it
the
has
other
to be
one down.
Sirach.
I just need you to make just a strength check. It's not a high DC, just to make sure that you don't accidentally fall, because it's sort of like you're using 1.5 hands.
15.
15 is more than enough. It takes you a little longer, but you're able to with like 1.5 hands to get yourself down safely with your pet cub. So the cubs are down. Who's going to make the animal handling check to try to explain to Chester that he needs to either blink down or blink?
Me.
Go for it. Make an animal handling check. What exactly are you going to tell him?
I'm gonna say, Chester. Chester, you see, I'm gonna point down.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna say, don't go in there. Don't go in the spikes. Wait for me down there. Go. And I'm gonna throw my other half a ration that I had before.
Where are you throwing it?
Away from the spikes, but down there.
Away from the spikes, but down there. So you're kind of indicating you want him to go down into the pit.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. So make an animal handling check.
Are you kidding me?
What'd you roll?
8.
8. He for some reason doesn't seem to understand.
Damn it.
So for the time being,
Damn it, Sirach.
Everyone is
Chester, come
everyone.
on.
Let's just argue. Make an animal handling check, Sirach.
Okay. Yeah.
It's working.
16.
16. He looks at Sirach and goes and bamps down into the pit under the directions of the other party member, the half-elfin party member.
I got you, Thaden.
You're training it well, Sirach. Good job.
Sirach.
The dog looks confused.
We're
So anyway,
falling apart.
so now it seems like everybody, including the menagerie, are all in the pit, standing away from the spikes. No one has taken any injury. What would you like to do next?
Did jump over?
Jump.
Okay, so Theoden, you climb. Now you're the last person.
Yeah.
You jumped across or jumped down?
Across.
Okay, easily you make it. You back up 10 feet, you run across to the edge and leap. Even though you're wearing metal armor, the metal armor makes it perilously close to the edge, but you make it. And you get across the other side. You have the rope. What do you do?
I knew it. I'm gonna lay it down.
You lay it down. Who climbs up first?
Why lay it down? Hold it.
Well, no,
Well, you know
I'm
what I
assuming
mean.
I'm assuming he's holding it.
I'll go up first.
Okay, so Pia, strength check to pull yourself up a rope. Gym class and rope is not the easiest thing in the world to do.
7.
It is not.
7, you have a little bit of difficulty and you end
Well,
up
I could
halfway up
always
sliding
pull
back
up.
down. Okay, so do you want to help pull him up?
Yeah.
Okay, so roll with advantage. Forgetting the 7, roll again.
Me?
Yeah.
11.
I'll say that you needed a 10 or higher to make it up, so you make it up. If without the help of Theoden, you never would have made it. Gym class was not your specialty.
No.
All right.
It
So
never was.
Who's
Never
next?
was.
Who's next?
I'll go next. If I don't know if I'm able. Can I put like my cub into my pack? So just for
Well, you can try. I mean, you know what? Let me think. Your pack will be filled with stuff, though.
I will literally throw some
cup is-
shit.
The
I will
cup
throw
is,
out all my candlesticks.
no, hold on a second. I don't want you to throw out your candlesticks.
Not your candlesticks.
Not the
Yeah, not your
candlesticks.
candlesticks.
I'll have to
Now,
collect you
please.
more.
Holy
I just
shit!
want
You
you
guys
to
can't-
Those
visualize.
candlesticks
I
that
want
you
you to
made a huge deal
visualize.
about and haven't even touched in the past month and a half.
I want you to visualize not the candlesticks, the cub. You know how you have your cat? The cub is twice the size of the cat. Okay.
What is it? Not that
So
big.
now, you're a gnome. A gnome is like 3.5 feet tall.
Yeah.
Your pack has got to be kind of small. Like, and you might, I can't imagine that it would be very comfortable to put the cub inside the pack. You know what I mean?
Cub's pretty much as big as you.
All right. Well, maybe
Yeah.
big,
Yeah, the cub's
maybe
pretty much.
maybe
as
I
big
can
as
tie
you.
the rope
That's a
around the
great
cub,
point.
and they can lift him up.
That's not a bad idea. All right. Well, first of all, make a strength check to see if you can get up with advantage because Daden is helping.
Nice of you.
Well, I
Nice
wanna
of
get
you
my-
to
I wanna get
offer
cub
my
up first,
assistance.
if that's possible.
What happened?
I want to get the cub up first, technically.
Okay. So you tie the cub up in front of you.
Yeah, because he knows we'll leave him.
And then, so if you make the roll, the cub automatically makes it. So don't worry. With advantage.
Oh, with it, yeah.
With
so
advantage.
15.
Cubs are
Fif-
going to become
15, you needed a 10 or higher. The cub is safe. Your cub is safe, and you are safe, and the cat and the rascal, cat and the
Weasel.
weasel, Snosh,
Rascal.
Sage. So who's next?
I will go.
Strength check, please, with advantage because Theoden will help.
16.
16 is more than enough. You make your way up. Not a big deal. So I'm gonna do a quick one for Harry with advantage. Oh boy, hold on a
No
second.
way.
I rolled a 2 and a 9. I have to see what his strength is. He failed. Harry is
Unbelievable.
okay. Imagine it like this: Harry spends the next 15 minutes trying to get up that goddamn rope. And even when you pull the rope up, his hands slide through. He's not strong enough to get himself up. Leave me here! Leave me here! I should die anyway. I let the cub die. The cub is right there.
Oh my god.
Harry, we'll get you. We'll get you, Harry.
Go do what you're gonna do. I'll just stay here.
Harry, we're not leaving you
I'm
behind.
gonna die like the rest of these skeletons.
You'll look great as a skeleton, Harry.
I know. So do you
Oh,
leave him
God.
there? Or do you jump down and get him? What do you do?
Let's take a vote.
I
fucking
can't
know
jump
what
down
is left and
because
where
I'm
it's
the
gonna
only
see
one.
later. Bye, Harry. No.
Why can't he just hold on and climb up?
Because as he gets towards the top, he his hands start sliding through the rope. He can't.
Harry,
Harry,
tie it around
Harry,
his
tie
neck.
the rope around your waist,
Oh, okay.
and then hold on after that. And
Okay.
make
I'll
sure
do
it's a
that.
secure knot.
Okay, I'll do that. Secure knot. He ties it around himself now and does a secure knot. What do you do?
Are you sure it's secure, Harry?
It's secure. It's
Oh,
secure. It's secure.
Let's all grab the rope and pull him up.
Okay. No need for a roll. It's no way that he cannot come up. Basically, it's tied around him. Even if he tries to, he's literally upside down when you pull him to the top. And you have to grab him by his legs. But the bottom line, you get him up. So Harry is now with you. So is Chester is with you. The Cubs, the pets, everybody's with you.
Oh, that's
Okay,
too fucking
next.
difficult.
Now, you are in a chamber that looks like it's filled with 6 bookcases, one of which has fallen to the ground with the explosion from the wand of fireballs. But the bookcases are made of stone.
Fantastic.
This room is very much like a mausoleum, kind of like a really large mausoleum where you would bury people, but in like a house type situation, a crypt. So, and then there's a chamber off in the far reach of the room that wraps around a turn, not at a sharp 90-degree angle, but kind of like a turn that you can't see what's in the following room. What would you like to do?
guys
I'll
want me to
look
scout
through
ahead?
I'll look through some of the bookshelves.
Bookshelves, make an investigation check while Baka scouts ahead.
Okay.
Does
18.
anyone help Pia? Just curiosity. Or are you interested in what Baka's doing?
Me?
I'll go with Baka.
Okay,
I'll
so
go with Pia.
Sirach is following Baka, and Theoden is hanging out with Pia. Okay, so Pia,
I rolled
make
an 18.
but you roll with advantage now because Theoden is technically helping you.
Oh. And the other one was an 8.
Okay, so it's the 18 that counts.
Mhm.
Looking around, you find since they're not actually bookcases, they're really for bodies to be stored on shelves to honor them. You do find a few loose bags of coins. Most of them are copper and silver, but you do find over the course of the next couple of minutes, on each ledge, it's kind of like a situation where before they shut them in, they would leave valuables there to take with them into the afterlife. Like, I'm not going to let you go to a new house without a little spending money, so to speak.
Yeah.
So, but most of the people that would see them off weren't rich. They were basically poor, and to them, a few copper pieces would have been a lot. So I'll say the accumulation you get is 12 gold, 65 silver, and 100 copper.
Okay.
So just basically, now the only thing I would say is keep in mind that a piece is a piece where weight is concerned. So
Yep.
keeping 100 copper might be a little weighing you down, where if you get 100 gold, you might want to throw away the 100 copper and just get 100 gold. So it's just something to think about down the line.
I'll ditch the copper.
So ditch the copper. Okay. Theoden, do you take the
Okay,
copper just out of curiosity?
Yeah, if I have room.
Well, okay.
Yeah, no, I take it because I definitely have room.
Something that we have to readjust for you, Theoden, is remember when we told you in your previous strength how much gold pieces you can carry?
Yeah,
Since now your strength is 24 with the belt, we got to change that.
yeah.
So you
Carry
can
like
carry
1,200 at
100
least.
gold plus your modifier per 100. What's your modifier? Plus 7?
Yeah.
So you can carry 800 pieces of currency.
Okay.
Plus the 500 base, right?
How much copper was it?
Well, it's 100 copper. Also, keep in mind, if you want to, like your horse outside
Yeah.
has 2 saddlebags that can hold 250 pieces each. So if you theoretically wanted to, let's say if you found gold in this crypt and you wanted to take an
Yeah.
extra 500, you'll be at disadvantage until you get outside.
Until, yeah.
Pour it in for the horse, and then you're fine.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? So anyway, so you're taking the 100 copper.
Yeah.
Got it. Anybody else? Okay, while you're looking, we're going back to Baka and Sirach. What are you doing, Baka?
I want to continue on at a faster pace.
Well,
Assuming Sirach's following me.
Well, Sirach is following you. It's not. It's
Yeah.
it's basically.
I'm not trying to hide anything.
Gotcha.
And I'm hoping
Yes.
to find pool of water.
Okay, so here's what you find. When you turn the corner, you find a familiar scene that you've seen in 2 other times. You
Ooh,
see a
what could
sarcophagus.
it be?
I'm sorry?
I
Sorry?
said, what could it be?
What could it be? A sarcophagus surrounded by dwarven runes, sealed by a heavy stone lid. And you notice a tombstone. Imagine a traditional rectangular tombstone about 4 feet high on the floor in front of it with dwarven runes on it, and a pool of water that looks very much like a kid's pool, the kind that you buy at like, like a tiny inflatable kid's pool.
Yeah.
It's shallow water, maybe no more than 8 or 9 inches high, and it's maybe 15 feet in diameter, where basically if you were to step in it, it maybe would go up to your knee. And if you laid down in it, it'd probably be maybe, what did I say? I said 15?
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
maybe take that back. It's not 15. It's more like 8 feet in diameter. My fault.
Okay.
It's smaller than that.
Okay.
So, pool, tombstone with dwarven writing, sarcophagus with dwarven writing. Sirach and Baka are in the room.
I'm just gonna say a deal's a deal. Sirach, hurry and get in the pool before the 2 come over.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go take a dip in the pool.
Damn it.
How are you going to do that?
Naked.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
strip
butt
down to
naked.
my skivvies and I'm gonna lay down in the pool.
Okay. So in fairness, since you're wearing armor, it would not take 6 seconds, the length of 1 round, for you to take off your armor and all your stuff. It would probably take a series of rounds. It would probably take, I would say, at least a minute or 2 for you to get all your armor off. I mean, is that fair?
Yeah.
And then the point is that as Theoden and Pia make
hold
the turn,
Can I cast minor illusion and make like a wall right there? So they can.
yes, you can actually. You absolutely read minor illusion for me.
Oh, I don't fucking.
What, you think I'm gonna dive into the pool?
Yeah, you guys tried that shit last time.
Now that was mostly me, I think.
It was me, Sirach, and yeah.
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, you don't trust us because you don't trust yourself.
I don't trust you guys after the last shit. You guys had it last time and still went for it. Minor illusion. Create a sound or an image of an object within range that lasts for the duration, which is 1 minute. The illusion also ends if you dismiss it as an action.
How large is the image?
If you create an image of the object, such as a chair, muddy footprints, or a small chest, be no larger than a 5-foot cube.
Yeah, great
Here's
idea.
the problem. The problem is that while it is a good idea,
it's not
the
gonna work.
chamber itself has kind of like an archway to it, and it's larger than a 5-foot cube. So they would notice a 5-foot stone block in the way, but they could theoretically just walk around it or something.
I tried. Forget it.
All right. So here's what happens. As you're thinking about the spell, and you're basically buck naked except for your skivvies, and you're about to get in, they turn the corner with their jiggling coins, and the 4 of you are now in the same room. Is there anything that Theoden and Pia would like to say to Sirach before he jumps in?
Looking good. What are you doing?
I'm gonna go for a swim.
Oh, can I come?
Oh, he
with
has
you?
a 6-pack?
So he's got a 6-pack.
Can I come?
Nice.
Nah, this is a solo swim. I'm working on my backstroke.
Oh, can I watch?
We're all
Sure.
diving in the pool.
No. You stay there, Thaden.
So while he goes for a swim, is there anything that anyone else would like to do? Just out of curiosity.
I'll look around for treasure.
Yeah, I was gonna do the same.
Okay, so I will give so it was Pia and Baka that said they'll do the okay. So what I'll do is we'll do an investigation check immediately after. Just remind me that it's Pia and Baka that are gonna get the investigation crack first. Okay. So here's what happens. Once Sirach steps into the pool and touches the surface of the pool with bare skin, the bare skin of his feet. Everything freezes.
Spontaneously combusts.
No, he does not combust. That would be kind of funny, but no, that does not happen. Something that has happened the previous 2 times and now a 3rd time appears again. And for the sake of the audience who may not have heard the previous 2 times, I will retell it. It is as if all of you, including Harry and perhaps even the pets, who knows? I guess you'd have to ask them, are witness to what looks like an IMAX movie presentation. Imagine sitting in an IMAX theater where your entire peripheral vision, up, down, left, right, is taken over by a massive three-dimensional screen, cinema screen. You're watching a battle take place, and a city is being torn apart by this fight between 6 dwarven fighters and a platinum dragon. And you've noticed that the story or the video has progressed a little bit further this time than it did in the previous 2 times, but it's the same scene where they're fighting for survival against each other. And people in the background are screaming in terror and yelling and running this way, like stampeding this way and that way. Buildings are falling down. The platinum dragon seems to be winning, as there originally was 6. 2 of the dwarves are dead on the floor. The third one is locked in kind of like a struggle with the teeth and is about to be bitten and torn to pieces. And you're witness to this as if it's a movie. But what I'd like to do is I'd like Baka to make a perception check, please. Baka, perception check.
Perception.
30-20.
Dirty 20. There is a moment where the platinum dragon closes its mouth on the third dwarf, basically cutting her body in half. And as it does it, it turns and onto it like a profile, and one of its eyes, you can swear, Baka, looks right at you. You're not 100% sure, but maybe it's just coincidence or luck or whatever, but you feel like it looked right at you. And then the vision disappears for everyone, not just you, Baka, but for everyone. Now I need everyone to make a perception check.
5.
Okay.
30-20 again.
30-20 again. Okay. What did the other 2 have?
14.
14. 8. Okay, so Sirach doesn't notice it. Pia doesn't notice it, but Theoden, you notice a couple things. Maybe the fact that you're a dwarf and it was a scene involving dwarves, and you know the history and the legacy of the honorable 6 dwarven lords that fought tooth and nail, and that this vision disturbs you on a deep level.
Yeah.
One, you noticed that the dragon seemed to look at the gnome. The dragon seemed to make eye contact with Baka. You noticed
Dirty
that.
bitch.
And another thing that you noticed was that there was, in the background, every time you see this vision, you see more detail each time. What you saw that was added to this vision this time was the fact that all 6 of the dwarven lords were dressed in armor, dark armor that looks very similar. And in the background was an army of dwarves, all dressed in the same armor. And they looked like they were looting and pillaging. The army itself looked like they were in the process of destroying the city, pulling people out of their homes, setting houses on fire. And it honestly hits you real weird in the stomach, because you were raised with stories about the honor and the dignity of the dwarven lords, and the idea that this fictional vision is suggesting that somehow dwarves were causing mayhem at that battle 250 years ago is just not sitting right with you at all. Obviously this is fiction. It can't be true.
It can't be.
It's just, yeah. So that's basically what you see. The good news for Sirach, who bathed in the pool, is that this particular pool raises his charisma by 1.
Very nice.
So what was your charisma before?
It was a 13.
Now it is a 14.
Nice.
So whatever that affects as far as your abilities, whatever it
+1
affects
now.
in regards to your abilities or your your skills or whatever it is, or maybe I'm not even sure if you have spells that affect that. I think maybe your Eldritch Blast, perhaps, for the
My warlock spells.
Yeah. So is there anything that anyone else would like to do in this room now that they've shaken off this vision?
Well,
I
Pia and
wanna
I
look
have
for
to
the treasure.
investigate.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. You're investigating. Before you investigate, this was the dramatic vision. I'm going to let you guys do that first. Is there any conversation that you guys would have, considering that this was a shared vision? Is there anything that as like in character that you might want to discuss about this? You don't have to, But I'm just saying, you know,
Oh.
if you think about it, you know, you just got this vision for the third time. It gave you more information, and you know that you're sharing this vision.
Okay. Did anyone else see that?
See what?
The dragon.
What
It
it
looked
do?
at me.
I did.
No
did?
way.
I swear to God.
It looked right at him.
One of its eyes just stared at me.
What would it want to do with you?
I don't know. Maybe it was aware we were looking at it, even though it's in the past.
But it looked right at you.
Hmm.
Hey man, I'm just a thief.
Are you just a
Or-
thief?
Pretty sure.
Take your shirt off.
Take your shirt off.
Why?
No.
Do you have scales? Are you one of these dragons? In disguise?
What a stupid ass
Take
question.
it off.
I'll take off my shirt.
Takes off his shirt.
All right.
You don't
Let
see
me-
any scales.
I'm gonna pinch his nipple and make sure they're real.
Yes.
Oh,
Try to rip
Make
it
a
off.
strength check, Baka. I mean, make a strength check, Pia.
Make it
9.
good. Make it
He
good.
rolls a 9. Baka,
Nine.
it's not one of those purple
it doesn't
nurple.
hurt. It feels kind of
doesn't hurt.
sexual.
It doesn't hurt.
No, just a little.
Sensual.
There are some people that like to do that nipple pinch. That's like, it's just
Yeah.
like, are you kidding me?
I
Seriously.
don't mind them.
Yeah, well, anyway, some people are into that.
Can I put my
Very
shirt back
well.
on?
Very well, gnome. I don't know. I kind of like you like that.
Gnome.
Leave it off.
Let's go look for treasure.
Yeah.
Yeah, leave it off. Leave it off.
All right, so as
I'm gonna
you look,
take his armor and put it in my pack.
Oh,
he's not gonna. Are you gonna? Are you
No,
gonna try to hide
absolutely.
that from him?
are you gonna try to be stealthy?
Make a sleight of hand check, Theoden, at disadvantage because you're wearing noisy armor.
Butt guidance.
Sleight of hand check.
Speaking of armor,
You
I'm
don't
putting
even
mine
know
back
he's
on.
doing that. It's a sleight of hand. He's hiding it from you too, Pia. You don't even know that.
All right.
And Sirach is putting his clothes back on.
18.
You
What?
rolled an 18 at disadvantage.
Oh, at disadvantage.
Disadvantage. There we go.
17.
17. Okay, very good. Very good roll.
Holy fuck.
Make a perception check. I would say at advantage because it's your.
Oh,
clothes
I
you
don't need
just took
advantage.
off.
I got it's an 18.
Okay.
So plus
So
6.
you have the right. You notice that the noisy dwarf is trying to take your leather tunic.
I'm gonna use mage hand to fucking Jimmy tap him and say,
Okay,
get
no.
the fuck off my armor.
Absolutely. You don't even have to make a roll. The
It was just a joke. It was just a joke.
the mage. You feel the mage hand slap you right in the zag nuts. So
The zag nuts.
If
Yeah.
you want lessons on how to steal later, just ask.
all right.
I wasn't trying to steal. I'm just messing with you.
So you guys do a thorough search of the room. I'm sure I will. We had a good roll from before, so I will allow it to stand. Obviously, the writing on the casket and the writing on the tombstone. I know that we have someone in the party that has the ability to read all writing regardless. Just to let you know, Theoden, it's of an old dialect of dwarven writing that is so old, it's kind of like us trying to read Shakespeare. It's kind of
Oh.
like archaic and
Yeah,
confusing.
forget about it.
It's like, what is this? I didn't stay in class for long enough for this.
Does
Yeah.
that go for Harry as well?
That goes for Harry as well, but not for you because you have that eldritch invocation that allows you to read anything. So would you
Okay.
like to know what it says?
I actually can already read it.
Yes.
It
So-
says no gnomes allowed.
Oh.
That's what it says. According to
Can I
Pia,
cast
that's what it
insight
says.
on that?
Yes, you
or-
may. If you want,
Use
roll
it.
I
it on
don't
the app.
blame him.
Roll it on the app. Insight on the app,
And what do I do? Deception?
and you do deception exactly.
Am I
Oh,
still in the
it-
group?
It kicked me out.
Oh, let's do it again. Let's get back in the group. I'm going to give you a new table. Create table.
Okay.
Monk 44. MONK 44. Monk 44.
All right, D20 coming up.
Okay,
19
Sirach,
plus
Fox.
6.
oh, you have a +6 at your insight?
Insight. Wait, I
Insight.
think it's +5. No, it's +6. I have expertise.
Okay, so
So it's
25 insight, but now I need Pia to make a roll.
Deception, right?
Deception.
17 plus 8.
25.
+8?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Let's see that shit.
Here.
It's there. 8 plus 8 is
It's on
charisma,
there.
correct?
I don't think you can read that shit, but it's there.
He's proficient probably in that, and if he's proficient,
Charisma.
it's +4, +5, plus. Wait a minute, it shouldn't be +8. Hold on a second. Let's think about this for a second. You have a +4 and a +5. Is it charisma based?
Yeah, it's charisma.
So if it's +4 and +5, it's actually a +9. It's not +8. It's +9.
Well,
no,
wait.
but my charisma is a +4.
Ah, okay, perfect,
So
perfect. 4 + 4 is 8. You are
Yeah.
correct. I'm sorry, I fault.
So what do we do? We're
So
tied.
it's so he's at 25. What did you get? You tied?
Yeah.
We got to do
tied.
it again. Let's do it
Fuck.
again. Pia
How am I
just
supposed
rolled
to beat?
at
I can't beat
27.
that. No matter what.
Well, roll anyway. You can
A
roll a
2.
natural
I
20.
got a 2.
Okay. So
Yes.
so here's the deal. Listen, you honestly believe him. I mean, you thought that maybe he could be lying, but he seems
I
really
don't remember
honest.
what
about
I
it.
was believing him about.
He said that it's for some reason on the casket itself it said no gnomes allowed.
Wow, that's strange. Those little racist fuckers, aren't they?
That is strange because the other ones didn't say that, or did it?
Yeah.
I don't know. I wasn't able to read this stuff last time.
I'm not sure you can read now, but we'll just go with what you said.
You should
Well,
go.
guess what, Baka? Regardless of what I tell the
Mhm.
player Jacob, you genuinely believe him when he says that it says no gnomes allowed. You
I'm
think these
s-
racists are total fucking racists. How
I'm
it's
suspicious because that just seems completely out of place.
yes,
Stupid dwarves.
yeah, stupid dwarf. So okay, but
Fucking
here's the truth
assholes,
of what
all
you
of
read.
them.
On the side of the casket in that old dwarven writing, it says, "Here lies Hilda the Divine, the most beautiful of the six." It says, and when you check the tombstone, the tombstone actually has 2 markings, which is interesting. It says on the "bathe to receive my boon" is what it says on the top in clear writing, but in the corner on the bottom is worn out. There's actually the symbol on the tombstone in the base. It kind of looks like a dragon, the symbol of a worn out dragon.
Oh shit. Oh. Okay.
So that's basically what you find as far as just what there is to read. I'm assuming that you open the casket, correct?
Hell yeah.
Not yet.
Not yet. Gotcha.
I will. You know what? Yeah, fuck it. Let's just open it.
So
Is
you
there
open the
no
casket.
treasures outside of the casket?
Say that again.
Is there no treasures outside of the casket or like
Nothing
around
that
the room?
nothing that you can find of value, to be
Okay.
honest. But you push the casket to the side, and the entire casket obviously is filled with a dead body that does not wake up and attack you. It is truly dead. However, the casket itself is filled with gold and platinum coins. Filled.
Platinum.
Yes, filled with gold and platinum.
I'm
coins.
taking nothing but platinum.
Okay. So you spend the next. Well, first of all, it was 2 p.m. All right. Let's figure how much you guys can carry, and then I'll tell you how much is actually in this fucking place first.
All right. Well,
Right.
while we're rummaging through it, I'm just gonna tell Baka that I was just joking because I don't want him to get all butthurt.
Gotcha. All right.
That
So he
hurt-
tells you.
That hurts. I thought I could trust you, Pia.
Can. That's why I ended up telling you the truth. It was a joke.
All right. Well, I guess I got to come clean and tell Theoden the real truth about his potion then.
Oh.
See, it wasn't all in vain.
So if you tell him the real what it is, then I guess I'm honor bound to tell you now what it is.
Yeah.
So okay. So the green potion is actually a potion of giant strength.
What the fuck?
But it is the most powerful giant strength of all.
Oh my god.
Storm
What did we
strength.
just do?
It gives you a strength of 29. It is 1 dose and it lasts 1 hour and gives you. It is a potion of storm giant strength.
So
Strength
it's
29.
It's 20 plus 29 strength.
No, not plus. Oh my god, plus 29 strength would be
It just
something.
makes it.
It makes your strength 29 instead of 24 for 1 hour.
Okay.
Which is like a
Damn.
+9 or something, or
I'm not sure what the plus is. I have to look it up in
I
the
don't know
book.
what the
But
modifier is either.
green +9, a potion of giant strength.
That is beastly.
Okay, so in case you need to do
Is-
something really freaky, that definitely would help out. Or you
Yeah.
could theoretically trade that with
+9.
someone else in the party for something good because you have the potion, you have the belt of giant strength. Somebody else can get an hour of strength. Too.
Right.
So that's
What do
up
you
to you
think,
guys. You can do what you want.
I would save that for
Okay.
a big boss.
So it takes you about, honestly, do you guys want to take the time to actually count out all the gold and platinum in this thing?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, it takes you like 4 hours to do it. Do you want to spend the 4 hours doing it?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
So 2 p.m. becomes 6 p.m. All right. And here's the final tally. There are 5,255 gold, and 1,125 platinum. Now let's figure this out.
How much gold? Sorry.
Gold is 5,255.
Okay.
And platinum is 1,125. Now you guys are limited as far as how much you can carry based on the saddlebags and also how much you can physically carry strength-wise. Who's going first? I think the guy who's weakest should go first.
That's
So
me.
okay, Pia. How many pieces of currency do you have on you currently?
I have 248 platinum and 13 gold.
Okay, you can carry what, 500 total on your person?
Yeah.
So if you want to, theoretically, you could fill up with the rest of it with platinum, and then take
why does
maybe
he
an
get-
extra. And then, well, you guys are. Do you want me to split up the platinum in
We
four ways?
should definitely split up the platinum 4 ways.
So 1125 divided by 4 is 200 and let's see, 830, 832. It's about 280 platinum pieces each.
All right, so I'm gonna ditch my 13 gold and just take 252 platinum.
Okay, so
Then
I'm gonna
at
make.
my
I'm
full
gonna.
500, and then after they decide what they want to do with the rest of it, I might take the risk. and
All
try
right,
to carry
so
some more.
hold on a second.
Can
So-
I just fill my saddlebags with it?
Yes, you
That's what I-
can, but we
Well,
want to.
there's issues
split
there.
it. We want to split it up carefully first. We want to be
Okay.
fair, and not let somebody grab all of one and nobody get the rest.
Well,
Yeah, and then we just take
some
the
of us
gamble
did
out.
more than others.
I saved your ass.
I'm just
So
kidding.
1125. So 1125. How much of the 1125 platinum are you taking for now? 250?
Me?
Yeah, 250.
252. So I have a full 500 platinum. So I'm ditching my 13 gold
Gotcha.
for
no
now.
Problem.
For
no
now.
problem. So that puts you down to 773 platinum left. All right. Who's next?
Sirach, what's your strength?
I'll be right back while you guys do that.
It's 12.
12. Okay, mine's the same.
Okay, so let's go Sirach first. Sirach.
Okay.
What do you have on you currently?
I've 294 gold.
Okay, and nothing else?
8 silver.
Well, if you wanted to, like I said, in even amounts, like breaking 4 ways is 280 platinum. Can you carry 280 platinum?
He can carry max 600, so he should be
Max
able
is what, 600?
to, with a +1 modifier. Yeah.
You have a +1
Yeah.
modifier. Yes,
Yeah, yeah.
max is 600. So if I were you, I would take 280 platinum,
Okay.
and I'll minus it off this tally, and we'll see if there's any left at the end, and you guys can argue with the last few scraps. So
Okay.
3, 17 is 9, 6, 5. Okay, 593 left. Okay. So you're full. You're basically at your 600. Okay. Next up is Baka. Baka, what's your current? What are you carrying right now?
I have 3 gold and 45 platinum.
So ditch the 3 gold.
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna meet my 600 mark anyways with additional 280.
Right. Take
Platinum.
280. 200. Take 280 platinum.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm just doing the math real quick.
So I have
Okay.
370 plus.
Okay.
So I can
And then
still hold another 230 more or less.
Yeah. So take another 230 gold to get you up to your 600.
Well, let me wait till to see if there's leftover platinum.
Gotcha. No problem. All right. And there's enough for you, Theoden, to take 280 platinum. So you're gonna grab the 280 platinum
Yeah.
because 280 platinum, and I'll let you know what the final what do they call it is left over. And then now, just so you guys know, there's a remaining 33 platinum. So I think it would be honestly, it would be fair, since I know you guys are gonna take extra, to just take like like what is it, like 8 each, 8 times 4. Everybody just take an extra 8 platinum.
Except for Jacob, because he's pretty full. And
Well,
Sirach's full
but
too.
just take it because you know what you guys are gonna do. You're gonna end up overfilling, and then throwing the extra in your saddlebags. That's what you end up doing.
that extra 30 something was belonged to Jacob anyways.
Oh, it
technically.
did? Why? Oh,
Because
yeah.
he only took 250.
Oh, you're right. So,
Oh yeah.
well, so
Wow.
Jacob, I guess it's up to you to decide who gets to say. Do you want to split it up 8 ways, or you want to take the 33, or what do you want to do?
You know what? I'll take the 33.
Done deal. So, put an extra 33 on your tally, Pia.
Okay.
And then now everybody in the room, make sure that you're tapped out. If there's no platinum, you have to tap out on an extra 5. Well, hold on. Let me do Theoden first. I don't want to make it confusing. Theoden, so yours is like 800, I think.
Yeah.
How much gold? How many pieces of currency do you have on you right now?
104 gold and 100 copper and 288 platinum.
If I were you, I would throw away the copper because the stuff you have in this room is just so much more valuable.
Fuck the copper.
Yeah, throw the copper out. Okay. Somebody can pick
Copper's
up.
gone.
Throw on my copper out too.
Yeah, throw it out. It's just waste at this point because you have a pick of all the platinum stuff. So add 280 platinum, Theoden, to your list. Did you add that, the 280 platinum?
Yeah, do I add
Okay.
another 200?
No, don't need another 280. The platinum's
sure?
gone. Platinum's gone. Platinum's gone. I know, right? Would that be nice, right? So what you need to do now is add up what you have in pieces total. Like, what is that? Is it like 500 and change?
480, 492.
All right. So make sure that you take gold up to 800. So what is that? An extra like 200 and change?
Yeah.
You can easily just grab another 250 gold, throw it in there. I can't do the math over here this side. You got it in front of you. But grab another 250 gold. You can carry it easily. And then now everyone who wants to fill their saddlebags, you have the max capacity of 500 more gold in your saddlebags. Now what will happen is that when you leave this place, from the time that you here to the time that you leave, everything you will do is at disadvantage because you're carrying too much shit.
Yeah.
But once you get outside, find your horses and put the money in the saddlebags, you're back to normal. And you have an extra 500 gold. Now, here's the bad news. Bad news is some of you are damaged. You may have to take a short or long rest. So that's a decision you have to make. And number two, by the time you get outside, your horses could be stolen. That's a possibility. It's always a possibility.
Well,
So
There we're good.
So
I'm taking an extra 500. So I'm
take
gonna
an
take
extra. Exactly.
Yeah,
to
I'm
fill
doing
up
the
to my
same.
my 600 quota. And then I'm gonna just take the extra 500 after that.
Boom. Do
So,
that. Everybody, there's over 5,000 gold pieces in this room. So take your extra 500 each. There'll still be like 2,000 left. So do what you got to do. You know.
I so I have 500 plat plus in my bag plus 33 plat and then 467 gold.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Got
And
it.
how much are we putting in the saddlebags?
500. So you think of it this way.
500 gold?
500. Well, you can put 500 of anything you want. Just the point is they can hold 500 pieces.
But there is
So-
500 platinum.
But well,
No.
no. You have 280 whatever platinum.
Yeah.
And the rest is gold. See what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So you can put whatever you want in the saddlebags. There's no platinum left in the room. Platinum's already been doled out.
Oh, okay.
So bottom line is that you should have about 1,300 pieces of total on you, because
Yeah.
you can carry 800 and you can put 500 in the saddlebags when you get outside. So that's 1,300 total.
Yeah.
So, all right. So, let's see. What time is it?
Super rich,
What time is it? What time did we start? Like 7 o'clock?
yeah.
more or less.
You know what? Are you guys going to take a short rest or a long rest? What are you guys going to do? What's the plan? I know that you guys, when you leave, the intention was to travel 3 days east to the city of Hopewell, which is the capital city of the Harper family. That was the plan. But are you guys injured? Do you need to take a short rest or a long rest? Or...
Thaden and Pia probably do.
I'm not
They-
injured.
You're not injured? David,
I
how many?
need a long rest.
You need a long rest. You also need to get your 2 fifth level spots left.
Yeah.
The question is, do you want to take a long rest in here, or do you want to go outside, get your horses, take a long rest out in the open? It's completely up to you. I'm not swaying you one way or the other.
In here.
That in
Right,
here, Chris.
what?
Yeah. Might as well.
Yeah, fuck it.
Oh well, wait. If we do it in here, then our horses really might vanish the longer we're gone.
Yes.
Yeah, why don't we just go set up a camp?
All right, let's
Yeah,
go set up
fine.
a
We're
camp.
leaving.
All right.
Horses.
So you make your way out. Who is going to make the percentile roll, the D100 roll? Which one of you?
I'll do it this time, I guess.
Okay. Can you do it on the app for me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh Lord.
D100 from Baca.
See.
It's a D percentage.
I think so. I'm not really
Yeah,
sure. Let's press to see
that
what
is-
happens.
It is. 39.
39. Excellent. If you had rolled, there was a 10% chance because you'd stayed in there one day and it was going to be cumulative. For every day you stayed in there, it was going to be an extra 10%. If you guys slept in there, it would have been 20% tomorrow, 30% the next day. But the 10% was 0, 1 to 10. You rolled 39. The horses are safe and sound. You take all your extra gold, you dump them in the saddlebags. You are no longer encumbered. You are now fit to the gills with whatever you can carry. So now here's the only negative. The only negative is that if you have to carry something heavy, your saddlebags are now completely filled. So keep that in mind. All right. So it is approximately, the sun is about to go down. It's about 6 p.m. If you want to, you can travel a little bit to the east before you actually set up camp, or you can do an early camp. It's completely up to you.
Let's do an early camp, not even risk it.
Yeah.
Early camp? All right. So what you'll do is if you set up an early camp, you'll probably get up about 4 a.m. just before dawn. All right. Let me just wipe this shit away because I got a whole bunch of numbers for gold on this thing. Give me 1 second. Right here. All right. So it's 5. I'll put 5:20 to 57. It'll be 4 a.m. when you guys wake up right before dawn. A couple hours before dawn. But let's just say for the campsite, who's going to keep an eye on the campsite?
I'll do the first round.
First watch, first 3 hours. Who's got the next 3 hours?
I will.
I
Okay.
need
And
rest.
so,
I'll take the last.
okay, cool. Beautiful. So, is there anything before you guys actually go to sleep that you would like to try to accomplish? Because let's face it, you're not going to go to sleep for another couple of hours. You set up camp, you tended to the horses, you know.
Train Harry and my dog.
Train Harry, train the dog. Okay, so hold on. Before we do that, let's take some food out of the way. I want to kill a day's worth of food because that way the next time we don't have to worry about it. Pia, you were down to, you had 20, you're down to 17.
Yep.
Baka, I would say with all your animals, you probably spend 4 days, so you go from 51 to 47.
Okay.
Theoden, you need to do 4 days from 9 down to 5. You only have 5 rations left. And Sirach now has a mouth to feed, so Sirach is from 48 to 44. Okay, so the rations are done. If you want to hunt or fish, that will take away from anything else that you would like to accomplish. Is there anybody that wants to hunt or fish or do something else instead?
I
I want to
think
do
I'm
something
good.
else.
Okay, so something else. All right, Sirach, did you want to hunt or did you want to do something else? Okay.
No.
I just want to make sure I don't want to cut anybody out of something that they want to do. Okay, so what would you like? You said Theoden, you want to teach Harry to fight or something.
Right.
Cool. All right, so give me a
I
just
want
give
to
me an
teach
idea.
his balls how to drop.
You want to? So how are you going to do that? Do you want to give him like a pep talk or something? Do you want to talk to him about something that happened to you in your past that caused you to steal your might and realize that there's nothing to be afraid of?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Give
see
me that
if I
speech.
can. I'm gonna
Give it
teach.
to me.
Oh, Harry,
Yes.
Harry, come here, my boy.
Okay.
You see, when you are in battle
Okay.
and you feel you're about to wet yourself,
It happens.
you,
A lot.
you praise and throw your energy to a loon and ask her for her assistance. And you say, guide me, Alone.
Okay.
Do it with me, Harry.
Okay.
Raise your hands, Harry. Call
okay.
to Alone.
Alone.
Call to her.
Alone.
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 Okay. Make a it was fun, and I would normally give you advantage, but I'm going to do a straight roll only because he doesn't pray to a loon, he prays to the platinum dragon. So it was that conversation was very confusing.
Praying to the fucking enemy.
That was confusing to him. So, but you still need to make a either survival roll or a performance check, whichever one you like better. Survival or performance, whichever one is higher for you.
Oh, 22.
Outstanding. Remember how I told you that he only acts on 17, 18, on 18, 19, and 20? Well, now it's 17, 18, 19, and 20. You
Nice.
have progressed further with his courage. Outstanding.
Killing
Now,
it,
is there
I'm
anything that
killing
anyone
it.
else would like to do? That was your. When you're done with that, you are fucking exhausted, Theoden. You pass right the fuck out, dude. You're done.
I'll
So-
cuddle with him.
Okay, so
I'm gonna bring the dog so Sirach can't weasel his way.
so the dog
Oh.
comes over next to you and nuzzles with you.
Well, Sirach
And
is
you-
going to
and
focus
you
on
pass out.
bonding with his lion.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. That's right.
Yeah, I got my cub now.
Yeah, Theoden, we don't have one anymore.
And the dog looks
We
over
can't
at you,
have nice
Sirach.
things.
The dog looks over you with sad eyes, Sirach, and jealous eyes. Okay.
Ignore him. Ignore him.
I'm gonna just kind of wave at him happily.
And that's his tail. That's his
His
tail.
tail. I was like,
waves
oh.
his paw.
That's his
He's
exci-
waving his paw
excitement.
like I got
That's
the
his
It's
training
his tail.
down.
It's not his paw. It's his tail. So, all right. So, you have your dog Chester. Chester knows who his master is. You have nothing to worry about. All right. Animal handling check. Is there anything in particular? You know what? As far as training, it's too early for training. Let's just do an animal handling check just right off the bat for your pet. Do you want to teach it its name, perhaps? That's maybe a good start.
Hmm.
You also
could
have
say,
a
I
gnome
had
that
a
can
name.
speak to animals.
We'll work on that later. Let's see. I haven't really come up with a name for him yet.
All right. Well, they just do an
Um,
animal
But
handling check.
yeah, just
basically.
animal handling.
just-
I'm gonna let him. I'm gonna take one of my arrows and I'm gonna let him kind of like attack the fletching on them.
Okay. Okay.
A little
does.
hunting skill, just to
Big
play
fucking
around.
paws. Big paws
Mm.
on top of the paws. And just it starts to bite on the end of it.
Animal handling will be a 21.
21. You have definitely made progress. Absolutely. You need to come up with a name so that at least he can be called by that name.
Yeah.
Chris,
Because
a little
that
low,
was almost
Chris.
like it was almost like a waste of a 21 because he would have nailed his name with that 21. But with
Oh.
this, you got plenty of time. So
Chris.
yes, Baka.
You're a little low.
I'm a little low.
You might have
about-
hit your mic away.
Hello, can you
That's
hear me?
better. Yeah.
Outstanding. Anybody else want to do anything before camp? Before you guys
Yeah.
take a nap?
I want
Yes.
to speak with Small Beast and
Okay.
try to train my lion. I know it's early, but I just want to teach him to stay.
Okay, absolutely. The interesting thing about you cast Speak with Small Beasts, and you notice that there's a conversation going on between Tora and Ari
Oh God.
already, where Tora is basically reading Ari the Riot Act, letting him know the rules, letting him know that they are the leaders of the entire group, the Natural Ones. And that what they say goes. They feed us when we want. They give us belly scratches when we want them. And you have to realize that they are here to serve us. But always make them think that you catch him saying, but of course you must humor them and let them think that you belong to them. But the truth is that they belong to us.
Oh my
They belong to us. Oh, I'm sorry, Baka. Did you want to speak to us?
Ari,
Yes.
don't listen. Ari, don't listen to
Huh?
don't listen to the cat.
He said,
Don't-
"Hey, I like him.
Yeah,
I like
he's
him.
he's annoying.
I like him." He says I'm the boss.
Oh, did he now?
He says,
No, Ari.
I'm the boss.
I'm the boss. I give you the food.
You do. You give the food.
I do.
You do.
I'm the boss.
You do. Thank you for the food.
Ari, I want to teach you something, okay?
Okay.
When I say stay,
Okay.
I want you to stay where you are, okay?
Okay.
So I'm gonna say stay. and
Okay.
I'm gonna walk back, place some food down, and I'm gonna continue saying stay. Don't move
Okay.
yet.
Okay.
I'm gonna wait like 10 seconds and then say, okay, come over.
Okay.
You can come get the food.
Okay. Make an animal handling check.
It's 15.
15. He gets it. It's not a problem. 15 is more than enough of a roll. It takes a couple tries, but he gets it. He's very playful. He's like the opposite of Torah in the sense that he's very, very playful. He constantly wants to be. Honestly, it's a little annoying after a while because now he likes to bite everything. He doesn't bite it to hurt it. He bites it just because he just wants to get his teeth in things. Because he's kind of like a kitten kind of thing. So you notice him, you know, he occasionally bites your shoes, he bites your travel pack, he bites your bedroll, he bites, you know, anything he can get his hands on. When you go to play with him, he puts his paws up and grabs his paws and goes. You realize that this is not a big deal right now, but then when he gets a little bigger, he better fucking learn not to do that
Yeah,
because it's
I
gonna
wanna
hurt somebody.
just Ari, don't bite everything, okay? We'll work on that later. And I'm just gonna lay down and Ari
Baka,
on my left, Tora on my
Baka.
right.
Baka,
Yes.
I love you.
Oh, I love you too, Ari.
Thank you.
Oh,
And you hear-
I'm
and
gonna
you
give
hear
a
from the-
smooch.
From the other arm, you hear Tora go, oh. Oh.
Take notes, Tora. And I'm gonna
You
give Ari a
fucking bitch.
kiss and some belly scratches.
Oh, where are my belly scratches?
Well, you were telling him to that you were the overlord and leader of the group, and I don't reward liars.
Fine, fine, fine. I love you too.
Okay.
Can I have my belly scratches now, please?
Yes, you can.
Thank you. Oh. So anyway, that settles into the distance and background, whatever.
You're gonna drive me crazy with these animals.
Well, listen, you're the
They-
one that's
they have
you're the one that
very
wanted to
You're
have
the
all
one
these
that
animals.
wants all these
No, I know.
animals.
I love the personalities. They're just so fucking unique.
All right. So let's see where we are right now. Let's say the first watch is Pia. Pia, make a perception check, please.
I forgot about my weasel. Oh well.
Ooh, 21.
21. You stay awake and alert for your 3 hours and nothing happens. Next is Sirach. Make your perception check.
18.
18. You stay awake and alert, maybe not as alert, nothing happens. Baka.
Chris, goes without saying. I did put the alarm spell up.
Okay, no problem. The alarm spell is up. That's something that you could do before you play with the animals. Okay.
Yeah. Perception.
Perception.
13.
13. All right, with a 13.
Oh fuck.
It is, I would say, since you guys are probably going to meet your 8 hours dawn break at about 4 a.m. It's probably about 2:30 in the morning. Everybody else is sound asleep. You hear the breaking of a branch. Do you do anything? As if someone stepped on a branch.
I want to use the whisper spell and basically whisper yell into their minds to tell them to wake the fuck up.
All right, that's no big deal. Whisper spell.
Oh no, sorry, message spell, message.
Message spell. Well, hold on a second. Before
Yeah,
you do
whisper.
that, why don't you
Go out and
everyone's
look
wearing
at the
the earrings.
disturbance.
Everyone's wearing
Snitching
the
stuff.
earrings. And if you whisper into the earring, I mean, granted it's a whisper, but it'll go to all of them at the same time. Why don't you, I mean, that's because doesn't the message spell only go to one person?
It's the earring, isn't it? Go to all of them.
Well, the earring is something. Well, I didn't know you were talking about the earring.
Sorry,
You were
that's
talking
what I
about-
meant. The earring.
Oh, the
It's
earring,
same-
gotcha.
It's the same thing. It's basically a message spell. The
Gotcha.
earring is.
Okay, so you use the earring, you whisper, everybody get the fuck up. Can I get a perception check from the three of you? From Theoden, Sirach, and Pia?
Shit.
Perception.
Perception, please.
Oh,
Perception.
A 2.
Si-
Okay,
got a
Pia,
6.
Pia, you don't wake up. Theoden, you don't wake up.
12.
You wake up. So Sirach wrestles, gets up. You heard what he said. The other two are still sleeping. What do you do, Sirach?
I'm gonna try to wake up Pia.
Okay, so you go over to Pia, you wake him up. Pia, now you're awake. What do you say to him?
What happened?
I think Baka heard something.
Yeah, there's a broken
There's-
stick. I just heard someone step on something.
oh.
Over. I point to where it came from.
Sure, absolutely.
Blindly cast fireball.
Let's not. Sirach, you have a
Say no
extended
more.
extended vision in the dark. Do you see anything?
That is true, actually. Yeah. Yeah. I'll look that way
So
towards where Baka
you
heard
look
it.
in the problem is that in the direction you look, you can see up to 120 feet, but in the direction where he pointed, where Baka pointed, they heard the broken stick, perhaps someone stepping on something. There's a forest line at about 80 feet, so you can't see through the forest. So it leads you to believe that if there's anything in that direction, It's inside that forest line, 80 feet from you. But you can't. Obviously, you'd have to go closer in order to investigate.
Want to try to pretend to be asleep maybe or whatever it is closer or
Not from Vanguard.
I don't know. I don't want to. Should we all? I don't want to leave our campsite.
And we can stay and see what happens.
Can I stealth? Let me go check it out. I'll stealth over.
Okay, no problem. Give me a stealth check for the first. It is well. Hold on a second. We have to do 3 stealth checks.
Yeah.
Because that'll get you to the forest line. All right. So give me the first one.
14.
14. You really got a 14 on a stealth check?
I rolled a 2. I have not been rolling well tonight.
All right. Well,
Okay.
I rolled at disadvantage, but I lost. So you made the first
Holy
30
shit.
feet, and nobody heard you. So go to the second. Give me a second one.
Can I cast invisibility and go? Actually,
Sure, you can. Absolutely.
I think I have 1 invisibility spell left.
If you cast invisibility, I'll give you the stealth check, the remaining stealth checks at advantage.
Sounds
Because
good to me.
someone could still hear you theoretically. You could
Yeah.
trip over and fall, even though you're invisible.
I'll cast invisibility.
You cast invisibility. Now you're go to the 60 feet mark. Roll with advantage your stealth. Let me know what you get.
30-30.
Dirty 30. Okay. Obviously, you make it, and then now make the final roll to get inside the forest line.
30-20.
Dirty 20. Perfect. Okay, so you stealthily and invisibly make your way into the plant line. You go an extra 10 or so feet through thick branches and trees, and you find a campsite much like your own. Let's see how many soldiers are around it. They have no fire on purpose. The fire is not lit. They're sitting in darkness. Make a perception check. So I'll see how much information I can give you based on your perception check.
17.
17. Let's see what I can give you on a 17. Give me 1 second. Okay. No. There it is. Okay. So you hear the rustling of 6. What look like, with a 17, they look like an assortment of elves and half-elves dressed in leather armors. You can't tell what color the armors are, and you don't see any insignia, but it seems like leather armor, elves or half-elves, 6 of them sitting around what would be a fire, but the fire is out so as to not draw attention to themselves. 2 of them are having, 2 of them look like they're sleeping. 2 of them look like they're having a quiet conversation with each other. And another one is like sharpening a sword, and the other one is basically like shining his armor, right? All male. And do you want to listen in on the conversation?
I do.
Okay, so let's get another perception check.
With perception.
Well, actually, hold on a second. Since you've been there for this amount of time, I'd like another stealth check. Another stealth check.
30.
Oh yeah. You're invisible. You're completely invisible. So make that perception check to see if you can hear the conversation, because you don't want to get any closer and rouse suspicion.
18.
Another 30.
18. So the conversation is going a little bit like this. So what exactly are we supposed to do when we ambush them? Okay, I'll tell you for the last time. All right. You tell the gnome that you're in love with her and that you'll fight him for her hand in marriage. Okay? Are you sure I'm supposed to do this? I mean, is this part of the plan? I'm telling you, listen, if you kill this guy, okay, she's crazy, but she'll end up rewarding you at the least, and at the best, you'll end up taking his place. You seriously. It's a given. Honestly, you got to do it. But I don't know. I mean, she kind of scares me a little bit. I don't know if I want to do that. And the conversation continues along those lines for a little while.
I'm gonna back away a little bit.
Okay.
Use the whisper spell. 6 people planning on ambushing us from the red hand. Cast the fucking fireball now.
And that's where we'll hold off until next week. Love it. So that was
Alright.
episode 9, ladies and
Alright.
gentlemen, of Shenanigans D&D. When we pick it up, we'll pick it up probably in the midst of an initiative roll. As dawn breaks with a massive explosion, perhaps.
And
Hopefully.
we thank you.
We thank you.
Thanks
We
for
love
sticking
you.
around.
Thank you for sticking around. Keep in mind that episode 10 will be next Monday, God willing, at 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So it'll be Monday, 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We'll make posts on social media if that changes or if it stays the same. Just keep you guys advised. Again, this is this is the Natural Ones. Have a great night. Let me just turn this off. Live on YouTube. Stop live stream.